Oh, 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 oh. How are we? I woke up not too long ago. And I got a night shift ahead of me. So how's about we get going, huh? And it's spooky Luigi's Mansion. I got my monster at the ready. I got the monsters at the ready. Whoever's not playing a spooky game is getting banned. How many Bing Bing Woohoo chuds am I banning today? Phasma? Oh shit. I haven't thought about Phasma. Is Phasmophobia still getting like updates? God, I remember playing that when that was big. Still is? God damn, good on them. We're a lethal company. Yeah, but that's friend slot. That doesn't count. Okay, that doesn't count. Like, we're talking like piss your pants type game. Actually, hang on. It counts if this is like your first 5 times playing Lethal Company. So the first couple of times you play it, it's like, okay, well, what's happening here? But then after a while, it's just like, you know? Isn't that also friend slot? Yeah, but that's actually scary, though. That's the thing. Lethal Company is like, you can do like, you can like hit the gritty, like do emotes, like give yourself a SpongeBob skin. And like Phasma, like you're fucking dead, bro. Like, as soon as you see those lights flicker and you're like, ah, yeah, see, it's got, yeah, I'm gone, I'm out of the house, I'm out of the house, I'm out of the house. And then something rips your face off and then you become a ghost and you can haunt, you know what I mean? Does Castlevania count? I like Castlevania count. It's an honorary spooky game this time. Alright. Let's do it, gamers. Ooh, did I scare you? Yeah, it's a Shadow the Hedgehog fan, guys. I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Do you know what? Actually, hang on. We're gonna make the. I'm gonna. Where's the camera? I'll make the camera like super dark. How do I? So a few gamers, dark musties in the house. I'm going to conquer the world. Make a really wide grin. Like, how wide are we talking? What, with the filter on? Like, one of the... One of those? One of those, like, Jack's Film type grins? So maybe look at a Shadow fan with the red and black. Disgusting black creatures. Get out of my sight. It's like taking for candy from a baby, except it's even easier. That's me right now. That's me, games. Alright, let's have a look at the shit posts I missed, and then we're gonna get right into it, gamers. We've got about 3 and a bit hours, okay? I think we can do this in 3 and a bit hours, right? Let's go. This is Tetris Type B from Brawl, by the way, if you cares. It plays on the Luigi's Mansion stage, so it's spooky as far as I'm concerned. Go Bucks! Am I a Bucks fan now? Oh, go Bucks! Go Bucks! Go Bucks! Love the Bucks, gamers. Love the Bucks. Big fan. What is this? Oh my god, it's Mr. Blobby. Oh no. I'm telling you, the Americans don't know, man. The Americans don't know. They just don't know. What's this? I could probably hazard a guess.
Man, the song's fixed, gamers.
Song's fixed, guys. The song's fixed.
Your engine sing, cause everyone.
Come on, that's the song, guys. That's the song. Everyone knows that's the song. Best song ever made. Listen, guys. Reese, that's very mean, Reese. That's a very mean meme, okay? It's very mean, okay? Get the good end. What's this? It's actually amazing. Like, honestly, guys, if you're a Sonic, like,
guaranteed he only likes Sonic X Shadow Generations. Shadow Generations takes an already excellent game and jumps it to new heights at a blistering pace by doubling up the campaign length with creative level design and an appreciable graphical upgrade.
Honestly, do you know what game it? Gamers, actually, cinema. The good ending. It's a shame we don't live in that timeline. It's honestly it's such a shame. I would have loved to have lived in that timeline. Oh my god. Bruv. I'm telling you, man. The Pokemon trenches are something else, gamers. They're something else, man. They're something else. I don't know what to tell you. You guys saw it at first hand. We're gonna kill. Alright. Get out of here. There's someone. Oh, hang on. Did I see these? See what the trees. The trees got the trees. The trees. They're coming in. They're parachuting in from above. They're coming in from above, gamers. Get them. Get them, gamers. Get them. Oh man. Apparently, also I messed up. Oh, did I see this? Mutsune Miku. Yeah, I mean, it didn't tell me I've already saved it. What's this? The King of Musty, the Jack of Demich, and the Queen of Boris. Shit, alright. I fuck with it. Well, who's the Joker gonna be? No, do you know what? I think, we'll see it. I'd say Albert would probably be the Jack. And then Twilight's the Queen, I'm the King, and then Demich's the Joker. That's how I would personally do it, but you're your own creative liberties. Get out of here, nerd. Was there some I missed? I think that was all of them, right? I was being yelled at and told I missed some. No, this is we're going to the fucking fish wars of the Discord or whatever it's called. Alright, here we go, gamers. Let's start. Shit, hang on. I'll replay that.
You were talking about Zara's dressing options yesterday. Both clothes and hair are unisex.
Oh, hell, we're winning. We're winning, gamers. Full options, baby. Game Freak loves me. They did it for me and specifically me. That's what they did. Right, so last time we left it at... We left it... Where did we leave it, gamers? We left it here. I've decided to use Topsters instead of a notepad. This is where we left the gamers. So, we are doing... Hang on. We're doing the best / my favorite game from every year that came out since I was born. So I was born in 1994. So we started with 1994, and then we've progressed up until 2001. Now, The only sus one that I probably might have to take another look at is Pokemon Crystal. Pokemon Crystal is only here because I never played any other game that year. There was a lot of big games that came out in 2001, or sorry, the late 2000s specifically, that I just didn't play, so I couldn't rank them, unfortunately. Which means I've got a lot of catching up to do. So, with 2001 was also a toughie, but from what I saw last time, it looks like 2002 is going to be even tougher. Look at this shit, gamers. Look at this shit, bro. What are we doing here? Like, even if we scored... Oh my god, obviously. My scrimbly bimbly jimbly gimbly gimbly. Fucking Pac-Man World 2. Like, I recently got a remake. Enter the Dragonfly. I've heard this one isn't so good, honestly. We've got Super Monkey Ball. Another Tony... Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. The one that fucking got the series going. Fuck it. Fuck my life, lad. What are we doing here? Should I get Scarlet or Violet? It's hard. You have to get Scarlet, okay? Scarlet's the better one. Everyone loves Scarlet, okay? Bruv, what are we doing? Original Mafia, I've heard, was decent. Mario Party 4, one of the good ones, apparently. And then where's Binding Blade? You got Binding Blade here as well, which isn't so bad. Nightmare in Dreamland, Warcraft, Animal... Is this the first Animal Crossing to, like... This is like the first Animal Crossing. This is like Animal Crossing, Animal Crossing. This ain't no, like, Animal Crossing and the Scribbly Brimbly Jimbly. This is like Animal Crossing, bro. Shit. MGS2 remake. Sly Cooper starts. And then we got Morrowind, Resi remake. Ratchet and Clank starts here. Gen 2 Pokemon, or Gen 3 Pokemon. Metroid Prime, Wind Waker, Fusion, Kingdom Hearts, Sunshine, and Vice City. Holy shit, man. What are you gonna pick? Honestly, I don't think you can go wrong. This is one of the years where I'm like, I don't even think there's like a clear out and out winner. Like, you just pick like the one that like speaks to you, you know? And this is one year where thankfully I have played a decent chunk of the games, so I have like things to say. If I want to go and talk about ones I haven't, I would say that I probably should. Pac-Man World 2 I've heard good things about. I should probably give that a try at some point, especially with the remake. I know I did play Tony Hawk 4. I played 1 and 3, but I missed 4. And then I played American Wasteland, that's kind of it. Morrowind, obviously Elder Scrolls, goes without saying. It's interesting seeing Warcraft without the world of it in front of it, you know? It's interesting. Nightmare in Dreamland I did play, but like, I thought it was good and that's kind of it, so it's not going to be in contention. Resi 1 remake, I don't know how much this remake fares, if I'm being honest. But considering they thought the first game was so crazy, they wanted to remake it again so soon, indicates that they had Sangan. It's so good. That's good to hear then, at least. So it's in there. It's really good. Shit. All right. Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. But let's talk about all the ones I have something to say about. Now, Hitman 2. Hitman 2 was the game, gamers. What do you people know about Hitman 2 Silent Assassin? All right. Now, when you talk about Hitman 2 now, obviously you're talking about the modern trilogy, right? But, like, this was the game that got me into Hitman. This is the game that like made me a Hitman guy. You know, I fucking love this series now because of it. If you guys don't know the conceit behind Hitman, shocker, you're a Hitman. Wow, I bet you never would have guessed that. But also the conceit is like, it's like stealth, you know? You got like, the whole conceit of the game is you can play it very like gung-ho and go in and kill people. But the fun behind Hitman, I would say, is initially the game allowing you to just go in guns blazing is pretty neat. But the real way you play Hitman, everyone knows, the real way you play Hitman is you play Silent Assassin. Right, as the name of the game suggests, which is the rating you get if there are no bodies found, if there are, you know what I mean, if there's like nothing going on. Does that make sense? If you just kill the guy and you're left, that's what it is. That's the game plan. That's the most highest level of a Hitman you can play, and that's what I love about this game. There's like so many different ways you can play it, and there's like one I would say like generally considered perfect way to play, but you can still like fuck around with it in so many other fun ways, you know. And it's just got so many. It's got so many cool missions, man. Like I would say one of my favorite things about this opening mission. So you go to this opening mission. Oh my god, for me at like eight years old. Oh my god, look at these cutscenes. Look at these cutscenes, games. See, as like you have to understand, guys. I know cutscenes are like a thing you just skip now. But back in the day, I saw like a cutscene like this, and I'm like, oh my god, it's like a movie. It's like a movie, guys. It's like just imagine like 8-year-old me going, wow, that shit's gas, bro. I was like, that's a guy. It's like a guy. It's like a guy, man. He's like playing golf, and like we gotta kill him. And then Diana's all like, Agent 47.
And if alarmed, he will probably kill the hostage and escape.
Oh, you have to be careful.
People coming to pay respect, ransoms or bribes, but they are alerted by unusual activities. Check out the map we have of the grounds. Buena Fortuna 47.
Buena Fortuna 47. Diana's our goat. Diana's our goat, gamers. So then you get put in the game. I think one of my favorite things. Now, obviously, this playthrough isn't going to show it because no playthrough is going to show it. Is there a playthrough that shows it? I hope there is. I'm going to try and find it. One of my favorite things about this game: Hitman 2, Silent Assassin, and oh, here we go. Oh, yes, we got it, gamers. We got it. Yes, we got it. Now, obviously, one of the things you'll do if you play Hitman 2 Silent Assassin is you first spawn in on Anthema, the first level of the game, and you're like, what the fuck do I do? Like, where am I going? Like, I know I have to go there, but like, what's the point? What's the point? So then, like, you start the game and you're like, hang on. And then shortly after, you see, who do you see? You see the guy, gamers. You see a guy. You see a postman. So then obviously, knowing what you just saw in that cutscene, that people that are unassuming are allowed in, you're like, if I get this guy and take his disguise, I can go in. And you're like, oh shit, that sounds like gas. Well, you weren't supposed to run up to him there, but fair, that works too. So you're like, okay, yeah, let me do it. Let's grab it, let's drag his body, let's make sure we don't get spoiled. Let's be totally stealthy about it. This is like every baby's first Hitman playthrough here. Yeah, like, let's hide him behind, that way no one will find him, and then we take his disguise. And then we're like, okay, what do we do next? And then you go to the grounds and you're like, and then the game gives you my favorite hint in all of video game history, gamers. The game just casually reminds you, oh yeah, postmen don't carry guns, by the way. So I know you went through all this bother to get like the postman, like to sneak up to the postman and like fiber wire him and drag him up. But if you ended up going to the end of the gate, the mission would have been failed immediately. And I think what I want to imagine is that when they were beta testing this game, too many of the beta testers ended up getting the postman's disguise, but then running in and then getting caught immediately because they had guns on them. So they added a tooltip. Postmen don't carry guns, by the way. So you want to like hide them somewhere real quick? Do you want to like put them somewhere else? Like hide them in like a crate or something? I just love that. I love that personally. And he's like, yeah, okay, there we go. And then you get the flowers, and then you go in. But then you see, it's one of those things where even if you don't play with the postman strat, the postman strat is the basic strat. But then you're like, oh, once you start getting a bit braver with the game, you're like, okay, let me see if I can do something else. Let me see if I can go through this side door. But then there's a guy there. So you're like, you're waiting for the guy to tell you, hit Hitman breathing. You're like, oh my god, it's you, gamers. You are the Hitman. You hit the Hitman breathing. You're like, is he going to turn around? And then you wait. And eventually, your patience is rewarded, the game. This is the thing about being a Hitman. You got to wait for your perfect time to strike. And this game teaches it, because now he starts walking. And you're like, okay. And then you finally get your opportunity. Because he goes out for a piss. And then you can do your thing. And I think that's easily one of the coolest bits about Hitman is that even at the very, very beginning, like we're talking 2002, right? Is it 2002? We're in 2002. So even back in 2002, the Hitman games are well known for this. But even back in 2002, this whole concept of like the world just kind of exists and you kind of have to find your stealthy way of like going around it and navigating it in a natural way, and everything the game wants you to interact with, you can just figure out by watching, like a real Hitman would, you know? Like, I discovered that as a kid because I went through the people, I waited, does he do anything? Does he blink? Does he blink? Does he blink? And eventually, he does go out for a piss. And that's an alternate way to get in if you don't want to do the postman strat. Because the postman strat might get you in normally, but there's certain areas you're restricted in, you can't carry guns, but it's a more safer, riskier way that rewards you for exploring a bit more. Does that make sense? I love this. It really makes you feel like a Hitman. And it really is strange to hear, but like in a world where like there was GTA in a industry of like GTAs and like other shooters that like were very gung-ho, having a game that was like really committed to this idea of stealth, almost to a fault in some cases, because this game, I don't know if you realize that, I'm glad this guy showed it. This game is so crazy about making sure that you don't break your disguise, gamers. They made it super realistic, chat. In this game, if you run, anyone's like, what the fuck are you running? Why are you running? Why are you running? In modern Hitman games, they'll let you run and it doesn't arouse suspicion. In this game, chat, running is suspicious. So you do not want to run in front of someone because then they're immediately like, Who the fuck is, where you gotta be, bro? Where you gotta be? I think in modern Hitman games, they'll make a note of that. They'll be like, what's going on, bro? But then like, that's it. They're way more, they're crazier. Like, yeah. Like, you had to walk because there's a guard right there. And then he starts running to that and he's out of his mission. It was one of the quirkiest things about this game. But yeah, running is even suspicious. Oh, hang on. And there's the main guy. And I think in modern Hitman games do a much better job of this. But even old Hitman games had this system where if you're too close to the guy and he doesn't, eventually he doesn't recognize you anymore, right? And you're like, who the fuck is you? And eventually your disguise ends up getting broken, you know? In modern ones, you have a suspicion meter. I think the suspicion meter is a better balanced thing, but this game kind of has its own janky way of having its own stealth system, which, don't get me wrong, if you were to play this game now, it is like a bit unfair. And I say a bit, but when I say a bit in big quotes, because if there's one thing I realized about replaying this game as an adult is that a lot of the missions work decently well, right? The disguises are reasonable. There's a really cool mission. I think it's St. Petersburg Stakeout is like one of my favorite missions because you have a set amount of time to get to your sniper's nest, and like there's a meeting of people, and Diane is slowly getting more and more information on the target you're going for because you don't know who the target is yet, and like you're trying to figure out like who is it, which guys.
Total of 4 generals.
Total of 4 guys in there.
I need extra information to pinpoint my target.
And then as Diana gives you more information, the time of the meeting's running out and people start running. So there's a race against the clock. This mission's really fucking fun. This is such a cool mission. One of the best missions in the series, I'd even dare say. And then there's another mission that I really fucking like. The two-way torpedo is another cool mission because what do they do in this mission? Once you go up surface, topside, you can very conveniently kill this guy. And then guess what you do, gamers? Guess what you do after that? I hope this guy does it. Please, I hope this guy does it. I think he's going to do it, gamers. And then, gamers, wow, you can go into the back of this van. If you figure out, gamers, you can go into the back of this van, and this will take you much closer to the site. My mind was blown when I figured this out when I was a kid. I'm like, oh, you can jump in the back of a van, and it will, like, take you closer to the place? Do you know what I mean? Like, you'd have to have run there manually. Remember, running is suspicious, getting too close to guards is suspicious. So what a cool way that if you ended up exploring this, you would have figured this shit out, you know what I mean? How cool is that? There's just so many like cool little things. For a game in like 2002 as well, there's so many little cool tidbits to like really reward your exploration, your ingenuity as a hitman. But I will say though, like replaying this game in the modern day though, I don't know if I can fully recommend it personally. If you're gonna play a Hitman game, I'd thoroughly recommend. I cannot recommend the modern trilogy enough. The modern Hitman trilogy. I haven't played a lot of them, but the ones I've played are brilliant. The main reason is, firstly, it's I do think it's really, really unforgiving. Like I say this, I'm glazing the game, but it genuinely is really, really, really unforgiving. Like the amount of times where you'll like walk even slightly to a guard, your whole disguise is blown. Everyone in the area knows where you are. If you're playing on the hardest difficulty, you get no checkpoints. It's really like, it's really unforgiving. If you're playing it with save states, then fair, but it genuinely is really unforgiving. And I think the culmination of this, I want to see if this playthrough does it, chat, is the Japan missions. Don't ask anybody who played Hitman 2 Silent Assassin how they felt during the Japan missions. Because what you're going to see, chat, is you're going to see a playthrough where this guy does absolutely fucking nothing. And they go, what do you mean by this, Musty? This guy, if I'm gonna, guess this playthrough, all this guy is gonna do is he's just gonna run around the whole perimeter of this area and avoid fucking everything. They're probably thinking, why, Musty? Why is he doing this? And that's because, see, Grebby knows. And that's because this is when, I guess they must have forgotten how to code the game. Because in these missions, chat, I guess you could maybe say it's realistic enough, but in this game, every guard will break your disguise instantly. And they have like massive lines of sight. Everybody thinking, it makes sense, right? You're this bold white guy in a very like homogenous culture like Japan. And it's like, it's realistic, yes, but it's not fun. Every single guard will instantly clock you. But I want to see if this guy does it. I hope this guy does it. But I figured it out as a kid. What are you supposed to do? If the game is broken, what do you do, chat? You break the game. If you manage to get a disguise, which is really hard to get, by the way, the guards will still clock you, right? The guards will still clock you. Chat, let's see if this happens, please. I hope he shows it. The guards will still clock you. Bearing in mind, he is running around the outside.
Central alarm.
I want to see if it happens, please. I hope it happens. Hang on. You see how, look how far he is. Look how he's seeing this shit, chat. This guy was... This guy was staying as far from him as I do not want this fucker seeing me, bro. I don't want this guy seeing me. I hope it happens. I really hope he shows it. Or I'll find another clip because I have to show you what happens here. Because it's really, really funny. Oh, he's not going to get spoiled. Yeah, this guy. Oh, no. Okay, thank the Lord. So what ends up happening is that shout, "You're mayor! You're mayor!" And instantly, chat, they start running to check your ID. And you're thinking, oh, is there like a gimmick where like you can, you know, blag it, be like, I'm a foreign guy, like I'm one of Hashimoto. I forgot what the guy's name is. I think it's Hashimoto. I'm one of Hashimoto's like personal guard that hired me. No, they check your ID and they clock you 100% of the time. So do you know what the strat is, chat? Look what this guy's about to do. The strat is while they're in the checking ID animation, that's when come here. You go behind them, just anesthesia. That's the way I did it when I was a kid, chat. Well, they're checking the animation, they're frozen in place. You get behind them and do anesthesia. That's how to get Silent Assassin in this is just make sure you don't run out of anesthesia. If you run out of anesthesia, you are not getting the Silent Assassin ranking. Getting a Silent Assassin ranking in any of the Japan missions are fucking incredible, okay? This is a feat that no one has managed to do. Only a handful of people have managed to do. And then on top of that game is you're thinking, how can it get even worse than this? I don't know, maybe this video will show you. But like when you're inside gamers, I don't know if I have a cool screenshot here. But you're probably thinking, I'll try and find a clip later to put in the video proper. But let's see if this one has it. Okay, this one doesn't have it. But you get like, so once you continue to use it, there's a mission called Shogun Showdown where you're in like the big bad guys, like giant, like Japanese architectural tower, right? So what ends up happening is you see these beams up here, chat. This guard is on the floor. But throughout the entire level, gamers, there are fucking ninjas, literal ninjas, chat. He's dressed in all black. He's got the black everything on the fucking beams. So constantly, chat, every single time you go to the building, you have to fucking look up. Make sure there are no ninjas. Because guess what, chat? They will spot you instantly. And I'm telling you, these missions single-handedly take this game from being like a classic to just like, God damn, I fucking hate Silent Assassin Hitman 2. I hate this game, man. But like, yes, other than the Japan missions, which are an absolute nightmare, a lot of the missions in this game are genuinely like tons of fun. And by 2002 standards, I think they did an amazing job of like doing the Hitman sort of gameplay loop that they've perfected in the modern day. In 2002, it genuinely is a marvel of a video game. And while I don't think I can personally recommend it on a like critical front, if you're asking me, so Musty, you should give Hitman 2 Silent Assassin a try. Okay, it'd just at least play. I want at least more people in the world to know the pain of the Japan missions because that shit was ass, bro. Oh my god, I wouldn't say they wouldn't start to perfect this formula until Hitman Blood Money. 4 years later, which we'll get to that when we get to that. But Hitman 2 Silent Assassin is a game I cherish oh so dearly, but good Lord knows it's not the best game in 2002. It can't be. Honestly, it absolutely can't be. And then we get into, oh my god, Evil? Game is Evil Burger? Oh shit. Oh my god, that actually looks kind of sick, no lie. But either way, let's get into Pokemon. Oh my god, we're going to Pokemon? No, let's just do Fire Emblem first. We'll talk about Pokemon later. Oh my gosh, guys, later. Fire Emblem the Binding Blade gamers. So this is a game that didn't actually release in the West. It didn't. This is where our boy Roy comes from. Our boy Roy. I went back and played this, and I think I played Fire Emblem 7. That was my first Fire Emblem game. The first Fire Emblem game to release officially in the West. And I played Fire Emblem 8, The Sacred Stones, and I was like, this game's sick. And then I found out later down the line, I'm like, what the hell? There was another one released on GBA that we didn't get? And there's a fan translation? Boy, sign me up. And then you play it, and you're like, damn, this game kind of ass, bro. Because it's one of those things where when they released Fire Emblem in the West, they kind of gave it a bit more of a modern twist. Firstly, they made it not dog shit annoying, but secondly, they made the modern sort of Fire Emblem style that we know today. I think one of my favorite bits about Fire Emblem, one of my favorites any Fire Emblem game, I think most Fire Emblem fans will agree, is the interactions between characters, the support conversations, like the dialogues they have. And I'm glad that in modern games they've kind of made getting those sort of conversations a lot more easier. But seeing how characters interact, forming this like ragtag group of like an army, and just seeing how they interact, is just really neat. You learn a lot about their backstory, a lot about how cool they are. Some of my favorite characters in all of video games are like some of the characters from like Fire Emblem like 7, you know, because like some of them are just like really fucking cool, man. Because you learn so many cool things about them. Like fucking like you'll see like Dorcas and you'll be like, oh, this is just your axe guy. This is just your like level 1 axe guy. And then it finds out, oh, he was just like, the only reason he's fighting you is because he's just a mercenary trying to get money for his like a sick wife. So you're like, oh no, we'll pay you more. Don't worry about it. It's like, real? Oh, fucking join the squad, bro. So he joins the, and he's just a man. He's just a man who loves his wife, you know? And you're like, I can relate to that. I can relate to a man who loves his wife, you know? And then you meet his friend after Bartray, and then you see how them two interact, and you're like, oh hell yeah, these guys are boys. It's just really nice to see like 2 characters that you recruit at 2 different parts of the game, and it turns out they're just boys. You know what I mean? You're like, yeah, okay, all right, I see what we're doing here, lads. Did you see? I remember that. Yeah, Mutton's poison. I remember that. I'm just on a train of thought, so. Let me go. And then if we're carrying on with Fire Emblem 7, by the way, and then we get characters like who else do I like? Guy's another character I like as well. He as you can tell, he was just a guy. Once again, who was just a mercenary. And then all of a sudden, you find his friend Matthew. Matthew's another cool guy. And then Matthew goes up to Guy and is like, Guy, what the fuck you doing? Join our team. And then Guy's like, oh, fine, I'll join your team. And then Matthew's like all cool as well because he's a thief, gamers. He's a thief that operates in the back line. But then unfortunately, he had a friend, Layla, who was also working she was working as a spy as well. But then unfortunately she dies. And then Matthew's all like, damn, I'm so sad. And I'm like, fuck, Matthew, you're so ass at the game. But I feel so bad for you, man. I feel so bad for you. And that's the thing I love about Fire Emblem, is that a lot of these characters might not be that good to like play as in the game. They might not be good units in battle, but man, you feel for them. The conversations between the characters are like so much of the fun in this game. So then you get to like Fire Emblem 6, that's like not nearly as refined in that regard. Do you know what I mean? They're not nearly as refined. Because again, 7's when they first started really like going in on this sort of thing. And then 6's ones are like cool, but they like don't go nearly as hard. And then like in terms of gameplay, Fire Emblem 6 does the most dog shit thing on planet Earth. So in modern Fire Emblem, guys, as most of you guys know, when the enemy calls in reinforcements, normally it's at the end of their turn. So that you can, oh, it's your turn. And you can like respond. Fire Emblem 6 was like, nah. How about we just like call in reinforcements and then they immediately can start killing your guys? And in a game series like Fire Emblem where you don't want any of your characters to die, the amount of times, gamers, where like fucking Cavaliers spawned and they instantly killed like my healer that was like in the middle of nowhere because I thought there was no one coming, and I'm just like, yeah, do you know what, that's fine. Yeah, how about just throw myself off a bridge? How about just throw myself off a bridge? How about that? Huh? Like, yeah, Awakening did that, but that was only in the higher difficulties. On a normal playthrough of Awakening, the game is fair. They might have this fucking same turn reinforcements that I hate. I fucking hated it. For that reason, I feel like for that reason alone, I can't put this as my favorite game of the year or the best game of the year. That in combination with the fact that Roy's kind of, I like Roy's character. Roy's a bit like of an idealistic teenager who like ends up forming this ragtag army out of nowhere. I think his idealism ends up being like his most defining trait, which is kind of cool. It's just a shame that once again, the main character you're using in a Fire Emblem game, the Lord, the guy you can't bench, the guy that is going to be in every battle regardless, is that for the most of the game, he's ass, bro. He's ass. When you play as Hector in Fire Emblem 7, you're like, I fucking love Hector. Hell yeah, Hector. You play as Lyn, crits for days, bro. I fucking love Lyn. You upgrade her. Oh, she's got those bows, bro. The fucking Manikati. The soul getting your fucking balling. And then you get Ellawood, who's a bit like his fucking son. He kind of sucks. But at the very least he promotes a bit more earlier, you know? And then he has that thing with fucking the lady and the fucking bard, and you're like, oh man, at least you got something going on, you know? But then Roy, like, doesn't have a decent character arc. He doesn't have anything going on. He just fucking is shit for like the mid to late game until the end of the game where he's just fucking busted. He gets the Blinding Blade gamers roll credits, and then he becomes busted. Literally busted. You can kill everything in one shot with Roy once he gets the Binding Blade, which is really cool. But I don't know, man. It's too little, too late. He solos the final boss, which is kind of a cool set piece. But I'm just like, Man, a really sick villain like Zephyl down in like 1 hit or 2 hits was just kind of like... So I like Fire Emblem Blade. I very much enjoyed my time going back to play a Fire Emblem game before it became westernized. But I'm glad it got westernized because good fucking lord. I don't ever want to see another fucking Fire Emblem game in the normal difficulty of the game have same turn ambush spawns, okay? Don't ever come to my house again, Binding Blade. You're not invited. But yeah, I'd easily recommend any of the other Fire Emblem games to anyone. Now, Vice City, pretty much everything I said about GTA 3 basically applies to Vice City. Like, even as a kid, like, people will sit, like, literally, people will look you in the eye and say, Mario Kart World's free roam open world mode is just useless and it's boring, right? And then they'll also look you in the eye and they say, oh my god, I remember playing Vice City so much when I was a kid. I remember playing this game so, oh man, I remember fucking driving around and like doing missions and stuff. And like, oh, find the plane. And like, oh man, it was so cool. And it's like, oh yeah? Yeah, it was? And it's like, yeah, you're right, it was. It was kind of cool to fly the worst plane on planet Earth. Is this just all helicopter missions? Speedboats? Damn, these guys had like over water and underwater driving before Mario Kart did, eh? How do you square that one away, chat? But the people online would say, oh my god, the stunt jumps games. Oh my god, the stunt jumps. It's like a big homage to like, yeah, the Mafia movies of the day. And it's just a... is this the one where the white rain glitch? I have no idea what that is, I'm gonna be honest. But all I do know is I basically copy-paste what I said about GTA 3 and put it here. Except instead of Liberty City, which is supposed to be a knockoff of like New York City, this is like a knockoff of like Miami. Does that make sense? And I can't wait to go back here in GTA 6, that's all I'm saying. Damn, good shooting, little bro, good shooting. People forget that kids came up with all sorts of silly games of free roam like we did with other games when we were kids. Yeah, but literally, the amount of times, gamers, the amount of times I tried to fucking it. Do you know what my favorite thing was to do in this game, guys? I'm not gonna, do you know what I don't know if I'll be able to like, I don't know how easy I'll be able to emulate this so I can like simulate a clip, right? Do you know what my favorite thing to do in GTA Vice City was, chat? When I was bored of playing the missions, which was quite often, I didn't like doing the missions, I just like free roaming, all right? I would try to like parkour to a high up roof because I realized the police can't get on roofs, right? So, and obviously they have helicopters to shoot you down from the roof, right? But as long as you kill the helicopters, you're completely safe on roofs, right? And if you end up getting a 6-star wanted level, tanks roll in. Now tanks are very weird in GTA. Let's see if I can find a clip. Tanks are very, very weird in GTA, in the old GTA games, right? Because one cool thing about the tank, one amazing thing about the tank is let's see if I can show it here. Let's see if this guy shows it. I hope you do, brother. You go, oh yeah, we're gonna see here. Is that for some reason they were just like, if the tank even comes into contact with another car, it's gone. You saw that instantly. Instantly frame 1 vaporized, chat. So what I used to do, chat, is I used to find a rooftop to like camp at where I knew the police won't be able to get me. And I used to purposely get a 6-star wanted level because that means the tanks start rolling. That's when the tanks start, army comes after you. So what would happen is if they couldn't find you, like they'd pace up and down the road if you're on a roof to try and find you. They'd like reverse into walls and stuff. So I would literally just watch as a tank keeps running over pedestrians and killing them and destroying other cars. That I would like. It got to the point where like I was so bored of just killing people myself, I let the game do it for me. And that little sociopath. GTA Vice City is the reason I turned out the way I did, and I'm all the happier for it. So yeah, GTA. So again, it's like games that have like a free roam mode, even if there's not a lot to doing it. I think you deny the childhood ingenuity of finding absolutely sociopathic things to do. Because good Lord knows I came up with so much nonsense to do in this game. It's unreal, chat. It's unfucking real. It's up there with drowning your neighbors. Basically, yeah. It's like, is it sociopathic or is it just you were bored as a kid? Do you know what I mean? Like, I think there's a big difference there, you know? So yeah, Vice City was a fucking gem. It really was. It was a correctly rated gem. The same can't be said for this fucking fuck-ass game. This fucking game that I hate. Granted. I have not completed a playthrough of Mario Sunshine. But when I was a kid and I had limited resources and I wasn't able to get a lot of games, and my brother came home with Mario Sunshine, I played up until, I think, Pinner Park. I did like the first boss battle way on the roller coaster. And I was just like, I'm bored. How do you make like 9-year-old Musty bored of your game? That's what I'm saying. Even that's the reason I've not replayed this game, chat. There were so many games I played as a kid that I never completed, but I'm like, I want to replay the game. Crash Bandicoot, never completed as a kid. Went back as an adult, wanted to play that game. Boom, I beat it, you know? Abe's Odyssey, never got 100% ending in that game. Boom, I ended up rescuing all 99 Madokans. Let's fucking go. Spyro, I ended up rescuing all the dragons. Boom, as an adult, I went like, fucking go with the dragon. Let's go. Sunshine, I have absolutely zero inkling to replay this fucking game again. I'll be real with you. I might do one day because I think it might make for a fun stream to like see if my take changes. But yeah, I just couldn't be fucked. As a kid, I just could not be fucked to play this game. And bearing in mind, chat, I was a kid, right? So if one of my siblings came along and said they wanted to play the GameCube with me, I had to play a multiplayer game. So I had very limited time to play single player games, right? So I had to make sure I used that effectively, right? So Lord knows I am not using my limited single player time on my already limited weekend gambit of video games on fuck ass Sunshine. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's just not happening. It's just not happening. Even as a kid, chat. Remember, as a kid, I'll play anything, chat. Do you know what I play? Just to clarify how much I would play anything. My brother came home with a game that none of you guys have heard. My brother would come home with a licensed game slop, and I would play that. One of my favorite licensed game slops is fucking Die Hard Vendetta on the PlayStation 2. I fully completed this game from start to finish, training and all, right? That's what we're talking about, chat. I had no idea what this game was referencing. I had no idea what this game was like. I beat it because it was a gun game where I got to be cool and a policeman, and I got to be John McClane, and he was like, oh man, I gotta defuse bombs and like be cool, and then I could like stealth behind people and like and I got I could human shield, baby, human shield, and I could you see what I mean? And I could get 2 submachine guns. I go, do you know what I mean? I remember this shit, and then the game would have this, and of course, since this was the 2000s, guys, the game had you probably know what I'm gonna say. The game had like the feature where the last guy's like slow-mo kill on the last guy without fail. Every single time. I beat this game, chat. This completely middle-of-the-road shooter. Middle of the road. Nothing inspiring about this game at all. And yeah, I couldn't be fucked to beat Mario Sunshine. All I'm saying is that I beat Die Hard Vendetta. Mario Sunshine. Oh god, and now we're getting into my father. I'm actually, I haven't been Max Payne 2 yet now. This looks better than Sunshine already. Pokemon. What is going to be said about Pokemon that hasn't been said a million times? Now, I'll spare you the Pokemon theatrics. I think I said my piece about Pokemon when I talked about the first Pokemon game. But Gen 3, I love Gen 3. I think Gen 3 was, unfortunately, have you seen the films? I saw the first film like 3 years ago. Good film. Not a Christmas movie, by the way. That's my stance on it. Not a Christmas movie. But when it comes to Pokemon Gen 3, this wasn't my first foray into it, but this was the part. Do you know what the sad bit about Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald was? Or just Ruby and Sapphire specifically? This was the part where Pokemania started to die, chat. And it genuinely made me really, really, really sad. It really, really made me sad. Because I was one of the few people going, wait, but guys, it's Pokemon. We love Pokemon, right? No. But everyone moved on to Yu-Gi-Oh! Everyone moved on to Beyblade. Everyone moved on to Digimon. And I was just stuck there going, but guys, we love Pokemon, don't we, chat? So even though I enjoyed Ruby Sapphire a lot, I very much don't have like as many like cool memories with this game. I enjoyed it. I very much played it. Oh, I will say, fuck, how did I almost forget, chat? How did I almost forget? I do actually have a really, really unique childhood memory about Pokemon Ruby. Now, I literally just remember that. It came to me like a bolt out of the blue, gamers. I gotta show you this, gamers. I gotta show you this. So if you look up a Pokemon Ruby cartridge, gamers, this is the cartridge you'll most likely remember. This is probably the cartridge you had, right? But I ended up getting Pokemon Ruby so early, chat, that I had the old version of the cartridge. I don't even know. Is there an image of this? Don't tell me I got gaslit. Please tell me there's an image of this. Like the old one. Did I just have a bootleg? Like it kind of looked like this, but like not gamers. I had like I think I must have had a bootleg because I cannot find an image. It must not have been an official release, but I had something that looked a bit more like this, chat. This is my copy of Pokemon Ruby. This is my copy, gamers. I didn't have the red one. I didn't have this one. This was not mine. This is the one I had. Now, if you're thinking, Musty, did you have a bootleg? It's like, no, I played the actual game. There was nothing wrong with it. I played against, I beat Roxanne, I beat Brawly, I beat fucking Watson. I played the whole game from start to finish. The start game from start to finish. As normal, right? Like, it was totally normal, right? Do you know what the issue was, though? It didn't have a working battery. So Musty, what does that mean? That means I couldn't save the game. So yes, gamers, I'm not joking. I beat the entirety of Pokemon Ruby in one sitting. That's what I did, gamers. I did it in one sitting. And that's what I did. I had a 3-man team chat. I had a Blaziken, I had a Pelipper, and I had a Ludicolo. Was it Ludicolo? No, it was a Shiftry, because Ruby Shiftry. I had a Shiftry. That's all I had, gamers. That's the only 3 Pokemon I had. It was a Pyro copy without the battery. That's what I had. Now, I don't really have a lot, like, that was my I did eventually end up getting a normal, I did end up telling my mum, this is a fucking broken ass cartridge. Can you buy me an actual one? And I did end up getting a normal one. Surely had a GBSP, so I did actually. That's yeah. I did, but I still beat it in one sitting. I still did beat it in one sitting. But yeah, I did end up getting a normal copy of Ruby eventually, so I could actually save it and play it like a normal person. But yeah, my first foray into Pokemon Ruby was beating it in one sitting. I literally got up at the crack of dawn, and I beat it. I beat it, gamers. Being in one sitting is crazy. I did. Now, bearing in mind, it took me a lot of attempts to get to that part. Because remember, chat, every time I turn off the game, I'd have to start again. So literally every run, chat, was me gaining information. So I was like, okay, Roxanne is the rock type. And then I couldn't look this shit up neither, remember, chat. I couldn't look this shit up neither. Brawly, fighting type. Machop, Mudkip, and then Watson. Do you know what I mean? I had to literally, like, plan that. That's why I had, like, a Pelipper for my Flyer and Surfer. So I didn't have to catch, so I didn't have to train multiple Pokemon. Nuzleaf was just cool. You know what I mean? I just like you made it a roguelike. It literally was. It had no battery, gamers. Literally. No saving, no batteries, no Mirage Island. God, bro, I can't believe I nearly... That's something... I'm going to be real, chat. I've not thought about my bootleg Ruby in, like, 20 years, gamers. So this is why you like roguelike. Unironically, this might be the origin of why I like roguelike so much. I can't believe it. Because, like, obviously, I played a lot of Emerald, right? Emerald was my game, chat. I played a lot of Emerald. Emerald. I played Ruby. I did get Ruby, but eventually my brother got Emerald, and we played a lot of Emerald. So I don't really... So even though I played Ruby, I don't have a lot of, too many memories. But, like, that's where you got the fixation here, probably. But yeah, so so that's, like, probably my favorite memory of Pokemon Ruby. But I'll leave... but I think it has to be gamers. If my favorite... Guys, have I told you how much I love Metroid? I don't know if I've told you this, gamers. I don't know if I've told you how much I love Metroid. I don't know how much I love it. Now, I want to be very, very clear, chat. The list is close. Okay, the list is close. Because obviously, I love fucking Metroid Prime, okay? Or Metroid Fusion. But this isn't like a case of... Oh, like, this is, like, the best game and there's no competition. Like, GTA Vice City is a close second, chat, I'll be real with you. I love GTA Vice City. I had so much fucking fun with this game. So much fun. Pokemon, like Gen 3, I love Pokemon Ruby. I have so much fun. I have so many memories that I just remembered. You know what I mean? Sonic Advance 2, I had a lot of fun with as a kid. Well, not as a kid, as an adult. I played it later on. It's the only one I didn't play as a kid. Hitman 2. Fucking love Hitman 2. Hitman 2 is so good. It's so good. It's such a good game. Time Splitters 2. I haven't spoken about that, but you know, anyway, the real Mosquires know how much I fucking adore this game. But it was always going to be one of these two. It was always going to be one of these two. It was always going to be one of these two gamers. Time Splitters 2 Diatribe. I'll say it for its own dedicated video, okay? We'll try getting the Emeralds in advance too. Yeah, you save states. You save states, gamers. So when it comes to Prime, Prime is a weird game. It's a very weird game. Because it's a first-person shooter, so you're probably thinking like, oh, like, it's like very first-person shooter, you know? But like, it's not really. It's like one of the weirdest games ever. Because it's a first-person shooter, that like de-emphasizes the shooter bit, and it's like one of the most unique games you'll probably ever play, because a lot of the value you'll get at Metroid Prime, like I've seen like with Remastered coming out, I saw some people say, oh, Metroid Prime is this, Metroid, but like they couldn't really get to Metroid Prime, you know, they couldn't really get it, and it's like there's nothing really to get. You just play it and then you just like figure it out, you know? I feel like some people go into like a game going, what's the game's deal? What's the game's vibe? I need to figure out, why am I enjoying this game? It's not why. It's you just play it. And then you realize you're in a world of like mystique and wonder, and you can scan things and figure out the lore. And like there's certain things that just don't make sense that you need to figure, and then you get all these cool new abilities they can use in other areas. Like you don't like play Metroid gamers, you feel Metroid. It sounds turbally obnoxious to say, but like the amount of times I've seen someone say like, I just can't really get into Metroid. It's like, just play the game. Like don't think about, you're thinking about it too much. It really is, you're thinking about it too much. Just play the game. Like open your mind to the curiosities of what this world is. Because remember, you're not playing a game for like cool story beats. So like there's a whole story in the game, and the game's just like, you don't have to engage with it, but it's a lot better when you do. And there's just something that is unlike anything else when it comes to, this is the part where I say the phrase, game. This is the part where I say the phrase, guys. Say it with me. Environmental storytelling. Now, obviously, this isn't a type of storytelling that's to everyone's deal, but like to me, this is like my favorite kind of game design, right? When it works, it's like top 1 game design ever made. Do you know what I mean? It's like, I can't concentrate when there's Ghost Valley in my ear, okay? Ghost Valley's fucking. But like, Zuma, there's an enemy called Azuma as well, guys. There's an enemy called Azuma. But like, it's a type of game design that when it works, I think it's easily like the best kind of way to tell a story. Because the game's like, we're not going to insist upon ourselves. We're not going to tell you what's going on here. But if you're curious, there's a whole rich wealth of knowledge to be obtained. There's this planet called Talon 4. And for some reason, the space pirates are there. Why are they there? The overworld seems very unassuming, right? And then you go into the late areas, and then these Chozo ruins. The same Chozo that raised Samus. But even if you don't know that, you're like, what happened here? Why are they ruins? Like, I've heard so much about the Chozo, even if like you're a Metroid like veteran, you've heard about these Chozo. So it makes you even more curious, like, what is a Chozo, bro? I don't understand. What be the Chozo? And then you keep going, and then you're like, oh shit, there's like a big ass the plants have overtaken these ruins. So these ruins have been gone for like years. Like no one's been here for ages. And then there's these runes on the walls, like what? And then the whole game just unravels, and you find out the mysteries of the Tanon floor and what's happening. And what the Chozo did all those many years ago. And I'm not going to spoil how the story ends up panning out if you end up figuring it out for yourself. That's for you to figure out, all right? But like, again, is it going to break hearts and minds like the story that Metroid is trying to tell? No. But I think the satisfaction comes from the fact that you have to figure it out. You have to piece the story together. Literally, just remember, chat, part of the reason I love this game so much, and I'll be real with you, I don't think I've ever shared this, but I had a friend in my primary school. I won't say his name, but I'll tell. We'll call him Thomas, right? Thomas, and he was a big Metroid fan as well. And I'm not gonna lie, some of my favorite memories as a kid, right, was going to school the next day, and then just like telling him like, how far did you get? And like, how far did it? And then we're just trying to figure. Both of us like talking, how are we figuring this out? What's happened to this? But like piecing together the story together was like something else. It's like a memory I'm never gonna be able to forget, you know. Like in my friendship game, it's my friend swap game. It's real life friend swap. But you're piecing together the story of Metroid and figure out what the hell happened. It's like unbelievable. You know, there's like parts where like literally, I'm never kidding. There were days where like I'd write down stuff. I'd write down stuff on a notepad so I could like tell him like, this is what I figured out. You know, we'd compare notes, chat. We'd compare notes with Metroid gamers. We were comparing notes with like, what is happening with the story? We needed to know. We need to figure it out, man. And then we'd role play as Samus in the playground because we were like 8 years old, and that's what you did. But like, man, it's a game on like no other. It really is. It's a game on like no other. And then I'd stand on top of the tire structure and be like, I'm Ridley, rad. I'd jump down and swipe, and then he'd roll, and then he'd shoot me. And 8-year-old things, you know, 8-year-old things. But then you get Metroid Fusion, which does the thing that, because Metroid Prime is like, there's a story here. Figure it out. But then Fusion comes along and is like, there's a story here, and we need to figure out what the fuck is going on together. It takes a bit more of a linear approach, you know? It takes a bit more of a, I would say even like a horror sort of approach, because when you all it ended up being, chat, all it ended up being was just a very simple case of explore what's going on in this facility. Right? That's what you had to do, gamers. That's all you had to do. Just explore the area and figure out what's going on. You know, you had your powers due to a Metroid attack, due to an attack from an X-Parasite. Your powers have been drained, so you're just kind of like just trying to get your powers back. That's what you're doing. But then like stuff happens. You're like, electrical interference has knocked out the elevators on the main deck, and you're like, what is happening here? Something's brewing. Try to find another way to the target. It's located here. So there's the target. So then obviously this is the game trying to teach you, yeah, there might not be the way to get to certain areas isn't going to be as simple, which is a nice bit of game design. And then you get into the part that, like, gamers, you get into the part that scarred me when I was a kid, gamers. It scarred me, Che. It scarred me. Where is it? I gotta show you, gamers. I gotta show you the bit. You know the bit. You know the bit. And then you end up exploring enough. You end up exploring enough of this unassuming world, you know, doing some very easy platforming. And then what ends up happening? You find the thing, gamers. It's a white woman jump scare. Of what? And then, come on, YouTube, don't do this to me. You can't do this to me. Fusion and Prime released on the same day. Did they? Shit. So they did. So then, like, the tension. So you go down on left, cameras, and then you realize the camera's not following you. Normally, the camera follows you down. Why is the camera not following you, chap? Who the fuck is that? Who the what the fuck is that, bro? There's like two of me now? There's like two of you, gamers. So now you're just like, you feel the shake, you're like, what the fuck? Something's happening up there. Lord knows I'm not going up there. I'm not going up there anymore, man. So then now the game becomes, now instead of, listen, I got attacked by an X-Parasite at the beginning of the game. You know, I need to get my powers back. I need to figure out what's going on in this biologic space laboratory. Now it becomes a fucking horror game, gamers, where it's you versus the SAX. You have to make sure that you get up to speed. You have to make sure you're constantly avoiding it, but you can't always avoid it, gamers. Sometimes you end up finding it. And you have to, sometimes you narrowly cross paths, gamers. And you realize, oh no. Bearing in mind, chat, if you accidentally fall, this thing instantly one-shots you, by the way. So this is not like a pretend threat. This thing kills you instantly. For most of the game, this thing will kill you instantly. And I think, and I'm not gonna show you every encounter. I'll leave the rest to you guys, but I have to show you my favorite bit. If you guys want to know just how committed the game is to fucking with you, let me show you something. Let me show you this. This is my favorite Samus X encounter. So you get to this wall. You're like, okay, I can't break it. Gonna use a bomb. Oh, okay. So now you get the bomb. Okay. So then you realize that's an icon you've never seen before. I don't know what the game wants from me right now. So like, okay, I obviously can't go this way. So I'm gonna go left. I can't leave neither. So obviously I have to go left. And then but this time, unlike the occasion before, chat, where you're basically safe up here, right? This one's different, chat. Watch carefully. Watch what the game does. So then, oh, there it is. Samus X drops a power bomb. Because remember, that's you at full power, chat. She drops a power bomb. And then, bearing in mind, chat, she breaks up most of this floor. So obviously this person got a bit lucky here. But if you end up being on the wrong side of the wall, chat, when the power bomb breaks through all of this, you get spotted. So you kind of have to, if you end up getting power bombed here, you have to very quickly move left or right. And the amount of, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. I was like, I nearly got there. I nearly got got. That was close. That was close, gamers. And then gamers, you're thinking, there's no way the game did it again. And you're like, no. The game does it twice, chat. The game jump scares you twice. So you try to run left, see maybe like, trying to maybe follow it, trying to like see, is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? Is it gonna go? And then what does the game do to you, chat? What does the game do? It hits you with a falling floor that was fake all along. So then you realizing, oh shit, you're about to fall right into this fucking thing's sights. You have to very quickly hold right and hang on to this ledge. And then if you try and roll, boom, you fall again. You have to be really careful, gamers. And this isn't the only time the game does this. Every single SAX encounter other than the first, the game will fuck with you, gamers. The game will fuck with you. It's not just this thing is just gonna walk around. The game will make sure you feel like Samus, who's on the run. And I love that about this. On top of like the standard Metroid game design of you get powers, you get stronger, you fight some really fucking cool bosses. The constant threat of Samus X does this game so much justice. Fucking love Fusion. It does the whole atmospheric. It takes the Metroid formula. Instead, it takes it in a different direction. Instead of like environmental storytelling like Super Metroid and Metroid Prime did, it takes it on another level, which it easily could have fucked up. But I think it pulls off phenomenally. Once again, gamers, not only do you feel like a Metroid in this, but you feel like a Metroid in this. I think both of these games pull it off in amazing ways. They really, really do. And I'm gonna be honest, chat. I don't know which one to pick, but I think there has to be a winner just based off one thing, right? I'm gonna Metroid Fusion wins by technicality, and that's because the original Metroid Prime is unfortunately on the GameCube, which means I can only play it with one stick. Which means I'm never going to play the original. I'm just going to play the remasters where I can play it with 2 sticks. With Fusion, I don't have to worry about that. I can go play it right now. So by that technicality, Metroid Fusion ends up winning. Oh, I don't have the notepad anymore. I could just do this. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Skibbity toilet gamers. Metroid Fusion. I'll have to spell the whole name out. Is that what you want from me? There we go, gamers. So... That's the game of 2002 gamers. Rip twin stick shoes on GameCube. Yeah, they just kind of it didn't feel that good, I'll be real with you. Based off taking twice as long to explain. No, it's just off the fact that I can play it right now and I can't. What was that game? Metroid Fusion Clean Station. You know, I'm just gonna confuse anyone joining the stream right now. I'll leave that one. I'll leave that one, yeah. So let's get on to the next year. Let's move on to the next year, gamers. Good lord, we are not finishing this today. This is gonna be like a week-long affair, isn't it, chat? It's gonna be a whole week-long affair. Holy shit! Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Wellity. What do we have here? Oh my gizzity gosh. How much did those trainers cost? Def Jam. Do you know the worst part about this chat? There's so many games I remember playing as a kid from here because I played, guys. You don't remember, guys. You just don't know, chat. I played so much licensed game slop in this fucking era. You guys have no idea, man. Fucking FIFA 2004. I played fucking. Big rigs over the road. Jesus Christ, man. Puyo Fever. You got EVE Online. EVE Online, shit. You got Rayman 3, which I didn't get to. I really wanted to buy, but I didn't get a chance to. And then you got fucking Harry Potter. I think I played a bit of this, and I didn't like it, so I gave up. Fairly Apparent's Breaking the Rules. Shit, bro. We're really breaking all the rules. Def Jam Vendetta. I play. It's a fucking dog shit fighting game. Soul Calibur 2. Hell yeah. Donkey Kong Country on the GBA as well. Got a remake. Midnight Club. I fucking remember. Smackdown. Oh my god, gamers. Yeah, I played a lot of wrestling games when I was a kid. I played a lot of wrestling games, man. WarioWare. Hey, we got Zelda Collector. True Crime Streets of LA. Chat. I've got to show you True Crime Streets of LA. Because the moment you see this game, you're gonna say the same thing even I said when I was a kid, chat. You're gonna say the exact same thing, which is, Musty, is this just like knockoff GTA except you play as a police officer? Yes, this is knockoff GTA, but instead you're a police officer. That's what this is. And of course, you're probably thinking, you probably just didn't play this, did you? And I was like, no, yes, I did play this. I played this a lot, chat. Do you think I ended up being a police officer? No, I just killed people. Because I'm a crooked cop, baby. I'm a crooked cop. I'm a crooked cop, baby. That's what it was. Well, I'm seeing you guys mentioning Scary Mates. I don't know what that is, so I'm just going to skip ahead, gamers. I'll be real with you. But thank you for the tune, nonetheless. Well, what else do we have? Worms 3D, Fatal Frame, Soul Calibur 2, Pokemon Pinball, Ruby and fucking Enter the Matrix. More licensed games slop that I played. Oh man. Oh man. There's so many games I recognize just because I played them when I was a kid. Tony Hawk's Underground. I was more of an American Wasteland kind of guy. Pokemon Coliseum. I think the Japanese release. I think in the West it came out in 2004. So what have we got, gamers? What have we got? Max Payne 2, Silent Hill, Devil May Cry, Double Dash, Simpsons Hit and Run. What have we got, gamers? Postal 2. My childhood gamers. It's my childhood. It's my childhood games. Gamers, you can tell it's my childhood because I got it on my letterboxd. It's my childhood, gamers. And listen, guys. Listen. I got guys, I have to show you something, gamers. I have to show you something, okay? I have to show you something, alright? Now, Pokemon Coliseum, okay? Pokemon Coliseum. Let me show you a bit of Pokemon Coliseum, okay? Now, bearing in mind, chat, I played this game when I was like 10, 11, alright? So I'm no longer like a scrimbly, bimbly, jimbly, quimbly. Does that make sense? I'm no longer that, right? So I see like a protagonist that looks like fucking, he's got edgy hair. I'm like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like this. Umbreon and Espeon. Fucking love Umbreon and Espeon. So you're like, oh hell yeah. And then you get the opening cutscene chat, which, hang on, watch this. And you're like, oh yeah, oh my, what's happening here? Who's this bold cunt? And there's a hole in the wall. And then you're like, oh my god, that's the guy! That's the guy from the box! He looks evil! He's so evil, gamers, he's evil, Burger. They're like, no way. And everyone's running to stop him, but he gets out of there with whatever the fuck that was. I don't know what he just stole, but he stole something. And I like edgy. This is the start of my edgy phase, gamers. If I played Shadow the Hedgehog around this time, I would have loved Shadow the Hedgehog, you know? And look at the engine on this car, gamers. Look how cool it is for like no reason. And he escapes. Look at him. He's like, yeah. And then boom, big explosion. You're like, what the hell? This is the opening cutscene of the game? And he's like, yeah, gamers, yeah. I was the exact target demographic. I was the exact target demographic, gamers. I was literally the exact target demographic. So you see that, you're like, oh man, this is going to be a game, isn't it? You're like, fuck. And you're like, and then the game hits you with one of these gamers. And then the game hits you with, just to be even edgier gamers. I want to be real, chat. Do you know when you meet Pokemon fans in the modern day that are like, I want Pokemon to be dark and gritty? It's this game's fault. It's this game's fault, gamers. I promise you it's this game's fault. Because not only did you have that opening cutscene, chat, look at this as well. And then like you go to like an outskirt stand, it's like kind of remote and chill. And then, we sure pigged out. I love chewing down after a job, I swear. You're like, what the fuck's in the sack, gamers? And then you realize, gamers, that's a person in there. There's a whole ass fucking trafficking in my Pokemon game. Oh, gamers, we're getting edgy now, gamers. We're getting edgy now. Oh yeah. All right. And then on top of that, gamers, and on top of that, you're on the news, gamers. You're on the news. You're like, oh man, everyone knows about me now. And then before I can get even edgier, gamers, you realize the coolest bit about Pokemon Coliseum. This guy's like, you know what? I fancy giving you a battle. This is like the tutorial battle of the game, right? So then you realize the other cool thing. You're like, Willy, Rider Willy. And then you're like, and then that music hits and you're like, oh shit, is this gonna be a game? And then it's like, They sent out 2 Pokemon at once? With them fangs? And then that's when you realize, gamers, the whole game is double battles. Oh my god, because that was the cool thing. That was the cool thing. And did you guys know that Genius Sonori knew nothing about Pokemon? So they literally probably went to put Ruby and Sapphire and went, oh, they invented double battles? Let's make a whole game about double battles. And I was like, holy shit, how cool is that? Does the game really use that to good effect? Not particularly. But it's still really cool, gamers. It's 2003, you don't care. It's cool, gamers. It's double battles. And then Zigzagoons were like, whoa, he's dead. And then after that, gamers. And then after that, you get into, what's it? You get into, and then afterwards, gamers. Again, just remember, guys, I am the target demographic this game was aimed at, right? So you can imagine, chat, when I'm about to go into the mayor's house, and I see this fuck-ass guy pop out in a house that suddenly no longer has an interior, by the way. They must have fucked up this cutscene. You're like, oh. Even as a kid, I'm like, oh, this is gonna be like the final boss. This is the guy, right? You're like, yeah, oh yeah, this is gonna be the guy. I guess you're a traveling trainer, huh? I like how you've seen your expression. I have a feeling I maybe seen you again somewhere. Wow, even as a kid, I'm just like laying out a bit thick there, brother. A bit thick. I wonder if you're gonna be the guy or not. There's no fucking kind of what in the Kingdom Hearts is that? I'm telling you, chat. I'm telling you, this game is responsible for every Pokemon fan going, I want a dark and edgy Pokemon game. If you kept seeing that in the 2010s, it's Pokemon Colosseum's fault. Because I am the exact kind of demographic who would have said the fucking same thing, okay? Look at it. This game looks so cool, doesn't it? It looks so cool and dark and edgy. And then if you want to continue the dark and edge factor, gamers, what's the whole gimmick of this game, chat? What's the whole gimmick of this game? What's the whole conceit? Let's speed up a little bit. Oh, come on. Oh, come on, YouTube. And then you see Mr. fucking Disco Head. You're like, where do you get your haircut from, little bro? Shit. And then after you fight this guy again, so you fight this guy, you beat him, easy money, all right? You fight his friend, games, you fight his friend. And look what happens, gamers, look what happens. Mirror BP on Trudley, right? The music kicks in, gamers. And then he sends out a Duskull and a Spinarak, right? You're like, okay. Simple baby tier Pokemon, right? And then he does the thing, gamers. And this is when you realize this is not your baby's Pokemon game. Pokemon's all grown up now. Look at this. And he sends out a Makuhita. And then your friend is like, what the hell's happening? What's going on here, gamers? What's going on? Something's happening here. Wes, it's one of those Pokemon. She told you about Pokemon that have a weird color. And like now you're seeing it. You're like, that's the Pokemon. It's a Shadow Pokemon. Shadow because it's dark and edgy and has a purple aura coming off it. Those jerks captured me because I saw this. It's like this black aura coming from it. They must have done something to that Pokemon. And then look what it does, gamers. Look what it does. It winds up a punch. It punches you. What the fuck? Pokemon can't do. They can't punch you. They're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to. Why couldn't the Pokemon punch you? This isn't your dad's Pokemon, chat. We're grown up. We're mature now. The fucking thing just punched me. This ain't Legends Arceus. This is before Legends Arceus, little bro. This Pokemon is afraid to attack people. I hate it, but there's no other choice. Get that Pokemon back from the bad guys. Please. You have to. You can. Actually, only you can do it. So then that's when the gameplay loop is solidified, gamers. You are the villain turned hero, and you use the machine you stole at the beginning of the game. And then you're thinking, and then gamers, you're thinking, if you're a Pokemon fan, you're probably thinking one thing, right? One second, let me speed up. So you're probably thinking one thing, right? Pokeballs do not work on trainers, right? Like, so the Pokeballs in the lore of Pokemon have this like registration thing where if I try to throw a Pokeball at a trainer's Pokemon, it doesn't work, right? Because it's not my Pokemon, right? So then that's when you're like, the machine he stole at the beginning of the game. It's a machine that fucking that breaks the lock, gamers. Look at it, you see that? It's a snag ball now. So, and he's like, you can steal him. You can ethically steal. Now steal it. No one will ever know. And that's And that's not, so can you see guys what like 9-year-old me was like, oh hell yeah. Oh hell yeah, game. This shit, 10-year-old me, I was 10 actually, it was 2004 when this game came out in the West. Oh, I was like, this game is heat, gamers. This game is like the fucking one. Oh my, you tell me I get to catch other trainers' Pokemon? It's got stealing, it's got shadows, it's got crazy things like this. So yeah, gamers, this is the game which made me realize this ain't your dad's Pokemon game. And there's nothing that also brings it home more than fucking look at the next city you go to. Look at this shit, gamers. Are you telling me you'd live here? What's the rent like on this place, gamers? This is the very next city you go to. You're like Pyrite Town. Damn, this place looks lawless as hell, boy. Mr. Johnson, give a man a break here. I didn't do nothing. I keep telling you, I don't know nothing. That better be true, Cal. If you're trying to con me, I'll know about it. Mr. Johnson, sir, I wouldn't lie to you. You gotta believe me, right? All right, fine. I'll let you off easy today. See you later, Cal. And then, gamers, that's when the game hits you with the other thing, gamers. So you've had stealing, you've had theft. What is the trifecta, gamers? What a nitwit. Of course I haven't got a thing to tell you. Lying? People can do that in Pokemon? He's a liar. He does need He's a liar, gamers. He's a liar on top of a thief, on top of stealing. Everything about this game is dark and gritty and edgy. It really is. So the whole gameplay loop is based on the conceit of you're supposed to use Pokemon to like purify their hearts so you can purify these Pokemon and use them, you know? If I say murder, not murder. There's no murder in this game, thankfully. But yeah, the whole conceit of the game is you're like a Team Snag'em Grunt turned goods and you're trying to undo the wrongs of them by taking these shadow Pokemon and purifying them. Now, I will be real, the purification mechanics in this game are a bit ass. To the point where there is a very famous glitch to help you purify Pokemon a lot quicker. Because it does take a wholly long time, because this was the 2000s and games wanted you to spend as long as time as possible playing them. But it is I would say, if you're a Pokemon fan, I would say you should 100%. The moment this game comes on NSO, if you're not willing to play on Dolphin, I would say, yeah, 100% you should give this a game a try. 100% you should give this a game a try. And the chat's been begging for it to the point where, like, I kind of want to troll you guys and not do it. But you're lucky it's Mirror B. The next time you guys spam at me again, I'm going to fucking ban people. But, of course, gamers, it would be remiss if I didn't talk about one of the most iconic trainers in all of Pokemon history, gamers. It's the guy. It's the one. You know him, you love him, you can't live without him. Here it is, gamers. Here it is. One of the first bosses in the game, gamers. Look at him. It's time, darling. I was getting fried and tired waiting for you. Stop the music. Oh, you kept me waiting for so long. I just had to work up a bit of perspiration. Oh my, haven't you been busy being naughty and messing up my plans? I was so close to everything turned out just right, just the way we'd hoped. But then I could salvage our plan by beating you, little man. And so, it's time for one last frantic dance before the grand finale. Let the music play. And then game... Cumbia. Yeah, gamers, he has Ludicolo. Did you know he has Ludicolo, gamers? They dance just like him. Yeah, he's one of the many. See, if there's something I have to give Pokemon Colosseum, if Mirror B isn't a indication of that, chat, is the character designs are very funny, gamers. They're very, very, very funny. And they do this to great effect. If there's another bit I want to show you real quick, is guys, again, if you want another instance of Pokemon that was very dark and edgy, chat, have a look at this. I don't know if you could tell if this guy's evil, chat. I don't know if you could tell. But this guy's very bad to the bone. Do you know how you can tell he's bad to the bone, chat? Although I was fading, you still won't hand it over? Is this what happens to stubborn oafs who don't do what I say? He just fucking gut punches him. Yeah, that violence in my Pokemon game. He just hits him with a... I'm telling you, chat. This really wasn't your dad's Pokemon game. This is a new generation of Pokemon game for Pokemon fans, you know. And I think I'll wrap it up. I think I'll leave you with one final tidbit. One of my favorite things. So obviously, you know the guy we met early in the game, chat. That fucking Kingdom Hearts looking motherfucker we met. If you guys can tell, he is the evil burger. Oh my god. But do you know the funniest thing about his name's Nazcor, by the way. Do you know the funniest thing about Nazcor is? Where's the end of the game? Shit. Oh, here we go. We're getting towards the end. So this is the final dungeon, and then we get towards the end of the game. Modern Pokemon fans, modern Pokemon fans deserve a game that punches people. It's just funnier. It's just way funnier that way. I got to show you guys. So I ran this bit here. So you beat the game's equivalent of the Elite Four. You beat them, right? 4 pretty tough trainers, in all fairness. In this big grand final stadium, whose name I don't know how to pronounce. Is it Realgam? Realigum? It's got a very weird name because weird names were just this whole game's deal. I'll be real with you. This guy's the legendary. He has all 3 legendary dogs. Oh, here his games. Oh, here is. I skipped ahead a little. Here's the encounter gamers. I gotta show you the most climactic final encounter in all of video game history, gamers. I gotta show you. Watch this. So you beat the Elite Four, gamers, and it happens. You hear the theme. There he is, gamers. The guy you met 9 hours ago. Bravo. Well done. Why not become a Cypher? Why not become a Cypher show battle trainer? Would you even consider it? Oh, vouch that you'll become a top star in no time. Yeah, his eyes are just red, by the way, guys. Could you tell he's evil? I wouldn't have minded making that preposition, but I'm afraid I'm not that big-hearted. I will destroy you in battle right now. You will know humiliation of total defeat before this crowd. Oh shit, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear the battle theme, gamers. I can't wait. I can't wait to hear that battle theme. Gamers, they forgot the battle theme. They just forgot. This isn't a joke. This isn't like a bugged cartridge. They just forgot. I never understood it. It makes it threatening. I think the crowd doesn't really help. You know, it's just like you're just hearing the cheering of the crowd constantly, and you're like, I don't know. Very weird. Which is even weirder when like the oh, by the way, guys, spoilers. I guess the twist was it was the mayor all along. Wow. It's not a twist. This is boring. But even then, the mayor, he has like, look, what do you mean? Like, here's a fucking kick-ass theme. Look, he has a kick-ass theme. Oh, it's him all along, gamers. Look at this. Oh, it's a battle worth. And then watch this, chat. Watch this. You guys ready for the twist? I must be honest, I never imagined you'd get this far. Hermes the Mayor? What are you doing here? Oh dear me, do you fail to understand still? You're such an innocent child. At times, the affable Mayor Fennec, and at times I'm the secret boss of the criminal syndicate Cypher. I'm very on the nose. I am Evice. Gamers, his name is Evice. Evil and I am Evice. I am Evice, and I will destroy. I don't know what's funnier, gamers. Him being called Evice or the villain of the next game being called Greevil. You get it, guys? Greedy and evil. Yeah, they really knew what they were doing. I am evil. And he transforms, gamers. Oh, look at him. He's so much more evil. In all fairness, I'll be real, chat. As a kid, I thought this shit was fire. I'll be real. I was like, oh my god, it was the mayor all along, and now I'm just like, I did. You've not made a thing for the entire game. No one could. There was no foreshadowing. He ate an evil burger. How dare you meddle with my affairs? And then again, he has a kick-ass final theme game. It's like you, like. Oh my. And he's got some of the best Pokemon Gen 3 I've ever had to offer, honestly. Salamence and Machamp. You have to bring your A game if you're gonna stand a chance against him. Intimidate as well. The Gen 3 staple. Oh yeah, also you're comically underleveled. Yeah, game. You're comically underleveled, chat. This is the game intending. You're supposed to be this underleveled. There is no way you can feasibly play this game and not be like in your early 50s at the highest. So you're horribly underleveled, which makes this fight even more tense. It took me a couple tries to beat him, but eventually I did. But anyway, that's Pokemon Colosseum. That's all I wanted to share with this game. Machado. I love this game. Best game ever. Pokemon needs to be dark and edgy again. Blazing Blade. Oh my god, this game is. We're gonna be here all night. Oh, we're not gonna get through this, are we? The Blazing Blade game is the Blazing Blades. I love blades and I love blazing. This is Fire Emblem 7, as it's more commonly known in the West. The first Fire Emblem game to make the translation. And as I said, I talked about it when I talked about Binding Blade, so I don't think it bears repeating. But yeah, a lot of the fun aspects of Fire Emblem were like translated perfectly into this game. I still think it still was aged very well. And if you're going to play a Fire Emblem game, this is on NSO. Honestly, just give this a try. If you like the tactical, grid-based gameplay style and the story chops that this game has, I think you're in for a decently good time. If this game won't get you into Fire Emblem, I don't think any game will. Not that this game is like that good, but it's like this is like the quintessential Fire Emblem experience. So if you fundamentally didn't like this game, there's just no point trying any other games really. I don't know, maybe Three Houses, but it's a really good one. And then we get Sonic Adventure DX. Well, I've already got Sonic Adventure on the list, the original, but I'm not gonna lie, I spent a lot of time playing Director's Cut as well, okay? Because if there's one thing you didn't know about Director's Cut, is the collectible emblems in the game gave you access to a mini-game collection, which was the Game Gear Sonic games. They gave you a lot of Game Gear Sonic games as a reward for collecting all the emblems, and I kind of miss when video games would do this. I feel like in the 2000s, this was like the era where they would just have like old games from like the 80s or 90s as like unlockable rewards. I think Animal Crossing also did this too. This game also did it. They need to bring that back, please. Instead of bringing back Big the Cat and his fishing fuck-ass minigame, bring back Game Gear Sonic 1, okay? It was a game of all time. Superstar Saga. Oh my god, Superstar Saga. Superstar Saga. What do I say about Superstar Saga gamers? Oh, Superstar Saga had Mario Bros, isn't it? How great was that? Now, gamers, I'll be real. Can I be so real with you? The game has aged a bit badly, okay? I would say if you're someone who has played a Mario and Luigi game in the modern day, going back to how simple this was definitely feels like a bit of a pain point, I would say. If you've never played a Mario and Luigi game and you play this one, you'll fucking love it, 100%. 100%. This game has all the hallmarks of a Mario and Luigi game. It has that really cool level design, or it has a really cool like gameplay loop where you attack enemies on your turn, but you also defend enemies on your you also defend against enemy attacks on the enemies. I'm trying to talk. I'm running. Let me have a sip. Hang on. Like, has a really cool. Like, obviously, when it comes to RPGs, when the enemy attacks, the enemy just attacks, right? You're literally just watching an animation and seeing the health bar go down. But Mario and Luigi was like, no. Instead, when an enemy attack, you have a chance to dodge it. And the cool thing about dodging enemy attacks in Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga is that you're probably thinking, well, how do I know when it's going to attack? Because there's like two characters they're going for. One thing about probably easily well and by far. Let me see if I can find it. Well and by far one of my favorite things about this entire series is that every enemy, when they're attacking you, can I get the original? I just want to look at the original, please. I don't want to look at the remake, okay? I'm being very nostalgic. Can I not get YouTube Shorts, please? Can I just get like a normal video? No? Alright, guys, I guess, I mean, I guess we're looking at the remake then. I guess it's all, all remakes, gamers. But easily the coolest thing about this game's whole gameplay loop level design is, let me see if I can get a good enemy to show you, just to show you exactly what I'm talking about here, is every enemy has what you could call a tell. As in, like, you can kind of know which one they're going to attack. Now, did you see it when it came to Rookie? Have a look at this, gamers. Have a look at this. Now, Rookie... Oh, hang on. Look at that, gamers. He winked with his right eye. Who's on this side? Luigi. And he figured out the tell. So half the fun in this game is figuring out which enemies get... what is the enemy going to do? You figure it out, and then you counter. And then you get, like, progressively better at this as the game goes on. And the game gets progressively more... obscure with its tells, you know? It gets really tricky towards the end game, and it makes it a really fun gameplay loop. Now, I will say, as someone mentioned, one of the things that suck, I would say, about this is that for a good chunk of the attacks, sometimes you can just press both buttons, which kind of, like, defeats the purpose in a sense. I like the fact that, for example, Brothership tried to, like, stop this sort of thing by having, like, sweeping attacks that attack both bros, so you can't just, like, press both buttons and call it a day. But yeah, I just really... This whole game design concept is amazing, and I wish more RPGs did, honestly. So now you know who's going after him. Oh, he stole it! He stole a mushroom! Why'd you let him steal a mushroom? You can't let him do that, that's mean! And then this one, for example... I mean, this one... Oh, with this one... And then some enemies... Oh, it's pretty obvious who they're going to attack, right? Because he literally just walks right in front of Luigi, right? You're probably thinking... Where's the tell in this one, Musty? Where's the tell? Well, the tell is... how he spins... his little spear. The style and how he spins it determines where he's going to go. So obviously if he spins it this way, he's going to do a low sweep. Or he's going to do like a middle sweep, so you have to jump over. But sometimes he also spins it a different direction and goes straight forward. So it's really subtle. I'm telling you, like towards the end they get really subtle with their tells, you know? So you really got to be paying attention to see what's going to be happening. Oh my god. And obviously sometimes they do dual attacks. So yeah, easily one of my favorite gameplay loops. And they started it here. It's really cool. Joke's End is not as bad as people say it is. It is bad, but not as bad as people say it is. But overall, the game's very fun. It's got that funny dialogue writing that the Mario Luigi games are known for. And overall, it's a very fun time. And I very much like this game. Simpsons Hit and Run. Gamers, never forget what they took from you, chat. Never forget what they took from you. We used to be a community, chat. We used to be a thing, chat. I want to make it clear to you. They don't make games like this anymore. And that's not me. I'm telling you, I'm not being nostalgic. In a literal sense, they don't make games like this anymore. Licensed slop just doesn't exist anymore, right? And because licensed slop doesn't exist anymore, there isn't a chance for a gem to rise amongst the slop. And if there was a gem that rised amongst the slop, it was Simpsons Hit and Run, right? This game... now, don't get me wrong. If I can be so for real with you for a second, I do think the praise this game gets is just a tiny bit overrated. A tiny bit. I hear people talking about this like this is second coming of Jesus sometimes. I will say this is a very, very fun game. And in the, I want to say the height of Simpsons Mania, when Simpsons was still like the big juggernaut in like the 2000s, having a game that let you explore like a massive chunk of Springfield. They got the star theme up in here. There we go. Having a game that just let you have a playable Springfield with all the voice actors that you recognize doing voice acting things. It was just really, really, really novel at the time. And I think if you play it now, I think you can still definitely get some enjoyment out of it. But I feel like a lot of this game's chops comes from the fact that you are playing a pretty decent 2000s rendition of a really good show, or what used to be a very good show, should I say. And of course, the fun bit is that you could just kick the NPCs and make them fall over. That's also really funny. I played this game, I want to say relatively recently, but I played this game like a couple years back. And again, like I said, the main fun is the playable Springfield. Everything's fully voice acted. The little quips they do, the little dialogue interactions that happen, the stupid missions. But yeah, it does get a bit repetitive during the final third, as someone said. There's basically like 6 types of missions. So it does get like boring quite quickly if you're not really a Simpsons head. So I would say if this sort of game, if you are a big into The Simpsons, which in 2025 is a big ask, I would 100% say this is worth playing. Because yeah, getting to explore a Springfield in a kind of GTA style format, which was big at the time, everything wanted to be a GTA clone, is just very fun and neat. But I wouldn't say the best game of 2003. You see, The Simpsons movie 2 is real. It's gonna be 3D animated and it's gonna suck. It's gonna have bean mouth syndrome. I'm gonna call it. It's gonna have bean mouth syndrome. It's gonna look like Steven Universe and everyone's gonna hate it. Except it's gonna be 3D. It was a way to explore 3D spins, but yeah, exactly. Decent riff on the GTA formula. Yeah, basically. I think it's a bit more of a product of its time, but I would still say it's worth playing if you like The Simpsons. Double Dash, Double Dash, Double Dash. I'll be real, chat. It's between Superstar Saga and Double Dash. I'm not being the Bing Bing Woohoo allegations with this one. It's between these two games. And Double Dash is Double Dash, gamers. Double Dash is fucking... What to say about this game, man? Guys, you get to drive. It's 2 players on a cart at the same time. And you might think, Musty, what's the difference in it? It's only got 16 tracks. I'm telling you, there's a reason, chat. I have a copy. Oh my god, the game is perfect timing, perfect timing. Oh, hell yeah, game is perfect timing. Listen, when people say the chaos, guys, I'm here to tell you, I'm here to look you in the eye and say, they are not lying. There's a reason, chat, I have a copy of Double Dash and a Nintendo Wii in my living room, and 3 GameCube controllers. I need to get a 4th someday. They're quite expensive, so I haven't gotten a 4th yet. And that's because whenever I invite someone around to my house, one thing I like to do is I don't boot up Mario Kart World. I don't boot up fucking any other game. I boot up Mario Kart Double Dash, and we play, and then everyone just ends up enjoying it. It's a little overwhelming. Yeah, you're on your own with that one, Chief. I'll be real with you. You're on your own with that one, okay? You're on your own. Listen, the unction's that way, Bacon, okay? Because this is chaos incarnate, absolute chaos incarnate. And then on top of just having 2 players per cart, which is just really cool. You're thinking, oh, it's just 2 players per cart, right? It's just nothing crazy. But it actually makes sense on a gameplay level as well, because every character has something that's really cool about them, in that they have a special item only they can get. And while it's not like the craziest thing on planet Earth, but again, the Mario Brothers get like a fireball that splits into multiple fireballs. You get Peach that has a heart that like tanks 2 hits of damage from an incoming projectile. Yoshi Egg is just a red shell on steroids. Chain Chomp is a pre-Bullet Bill, which if you guys don't know what pre-Bullet Bill looked like, it was a Chain Chomp which ends up, doing Bullet Bill things. But then the chain goes off the chomp and it starts going around the track and harassing people for a bit. Imagine a Bullet Bill where when you're done with the Bullet Bill, it just keeps going for a bit to harass more people. Never forget what DS took from us. The only reason Chain Chomp didn't come back is because they couldn't make the Bullet Bill work. That's the only reason, gamers. And I'm very upset about that. I'm crying. Golden Mushroom becomes a Toadette thing. Ba-bomb. Fucking, we got Peter Prawn, a game that can do anything. The Jack of all trades. Bowser Shell. Bruv, you've heard plenty of stories about the Bowser Shell. And I can tell you that's the truth. And if you guys want to know something that's even cooler about this game, if you guys are thinking, oh, you invite people around to your house to play sometimes, Misty, right? But sometimes I do co-op. Now you're thinking, what does co-op mean? I think Jake talks about it in the chat. Now, what do you guys know about co-op Mario Kart? Never forget what they took from us gamers. Mario Kart World could have done this, but instead they were like, oh, we're just gonna have 2 items, but not 2 players per kart. Now, I'm thinking, what's the big difference between co-op Mario Kart and not co-op Mario Kart? I don't know if this person's gonna show it because they seem to be front running all the time, but I hope they show it. I hope I can get a clip here. Well, firstly, as you guys saw, you get a super special rocket start. It's called a Double Dash. If you both press A at the exact same time when it goes to start, you get an even bigger rocket start, gamers. You get an even bigger rocket start. Ian Flynn does it again. But if there's please do it. I want you guys to do it, please. There's another mechanic. Do it. Oh, I didn't do it. But there's another mechanic, games. You're probably thinking the person at the back doesn't really get a lot to do. And that's where you're completely wrong. The person in the back can completely ruin your fucking life. How, you may ask? There is a thing that you can do where if you press either of the shoulder buttons, if you press left, you'll punch left. And if you press right, you'll punch right. And this veers, bearing in mind, this isn't just like a small little punch. This thing will jut your car. So the driver will have to contend. If you start punching randomly, I can't drive, bro. I've had very vicious, violent backseat drivers. And these guys will fuck up your day if you end up punching at the wrong time. But if you punch someone, they spin out and you steal their item. So it's high risk, gamers, high rewards. It's really, really fun. The punch is such a fucking good mechanic. And if there is a reason to bring back 2-player kart racing, it's this. Co-op Double Dash in the modern day would be some of the most fun I've ever had. Imagine, chat. Imagine me tagging someone randomly in for the stream and going, brother, we're playing Double Dash, okay? Don't you fuck with me, okay? We're co-oping this bitch, you know what I mean? It's gonna be so much fun, I'm telling you. It'd be so fucking cool, wouldn't it? It sounds fun. I play solo. I didn't play co-op a lot with my siblings because we'd rather just play solo. But man, I'm telling you, co-op is a great time. Co-op, every time I bring someone around to my house and we do co-op, it's a lot of fun. I beat the entirety of Double Dash co-op with my fiance, and it was a really good time. The amount of fights we nearly got into because she kept swiping at the wrong time was really funny. But I say that, but it was better than me being the backseat driver because I would just keep punching all the time neither. So for being so innovative and fucking creative, like, you have to give Double Dash its plaudits. So when people say, Machado, when it comes to hit and run, I do think there's a bit of the time bias showcasing. Double Dash, 100%, if you've never played this game, especially in a co-op environment, I think you're missing out. I'll go as far as say I think you're missing out. And as soon as this comes out on NSO, if your connections allow for it, I think you should 100% give this game a try. 100%. Now, I think you could, and I think as a result, gamers, you know what it's going to be. It's got to be. I think Double Dash takes my spot for 2003 gamers. So let's get into the next year, gamers. Let's see what 2004 has got for us. Am I beating the Bing Bing Woohoo allegations, by the way? Okay, I'm beating them a tiny bit. I think these ones are helping me beat it. I'm beating them a tiny bit, but let's see if I can beat them some more. I don't want to be. I don't want to be a Bing Bing Woohoo guy. I don't want to be. I don't want to. Guys, this is the part, chat. This is the part where I have to, sadly. Now, whenever I say I have not played a video game, and the chat's like, Musty, no! Normally I'm just like, whatever, I've not played it. Shut up. I don't care. This is like one of the few times where I will say I've not played a game and I genuinely feel upset. I'm actually so sorry, chat. I'm genuinely sorry. I had Vice City as a kid. I had GTA 3 as a kid. I had Liberty City Stories as a kid. I had Vice City Stories as a kid. The only PS2 one I didn't play was San Andreas. And that seems to be the only one that people talk about. So obviously it meant it's the best one. So do you know what? I'm going to put my hands up and say, I didn't play it. And I'm going to change that, don't worry. Okay, I promise. I will change that someday. I'll play the Definitive Collection. I heard that was really good, wasn't it? Wait, why are you guys laughing? I heard the Definitive Trilogy was really good. All I did was follow the hype trip. No, I'm sorry, I didn't. So, so San Andreas, unfortunately, I'm not shocked if it's on the top of your list. It won't be on the top of mine, because I haven't played it. I can't put a game I haven't played on the top of my list. Same with Half-Life 2. Half-Life 2, very influential game. I know just how fucking massive of a game this is. But I never had a PC when I was a kid, you know? I never had a PC. Or at least not a PC that I could play games on. I had a PC that had emulators on, but not like games. I was like, I just play them on the PS2, you know? Or the GameCube. Pokemon Emerald and Fire Red. Both of them things? Shit. Oh, this one came out in Japan, that's why. It came out in Japan in 2004. Shit. Super Mario 64 DS? Oh, that's like Japan, isn't it? Oh my god. Fuck, Halo 2 as well? Minish Cap? Need for Speed Underground 2? TTYD, Metal Gear Solid, Gary's Modulation, Leaf King, Spider-Man 2, World of Warcraft, Counter-Strike Source, Star Wars The Original Battlefront, Tekken 5, Katamari Damacy, Cave Story, Amazing Mirror, Jack 3, Sacred Stones, Burnout Takedown, oh my god, Metroid Prime 2, Sly 2, yeah, gamers, yeah. WarioWare Touched? WarioWare Touched came out this year? Sonic Advance 3, Hitman Contract. Jesus Christ, man. Red Dead Revolver, Mario vs. Donkey Kong, Alien Hominid. The hood knows about Alien Hominids. The hood knows. Oh my god. Unreal Tournament. I played that so much at my friend's house. Holy shit, man. This year was unbelievable. Oh, man. Oh, man, gamers. Oh, man. Doom 3. Fucking hell, man. And the other side of it is, there's so many of these games that I've yet to play. Bro, do you know what the best part about doing this is? It's realizing just how many fucking amazing games I've yet to play. Holy shit, there's so many games on this list that I recognize as iconic, and I've yet to play. Do you know what I mean? My god, man. My god. TTYD I've not played, unfortunately, guys. I'm sorry. I'll play the remake at some point, I promise. Now, this is the part where I talk about a game I don't think I ever have, gamers. So, now let's talk about Warhammer. If I'm being honest, I'm gonna... Metroid Zero Mission. I love Metroid Zero Mission, personally. I will say, of the two games, though, on the GBA, I'm personally more of a Fusion guy. I love Zero Mission as well. But I'm not gonna put that in. I would say the best part about Zero Mission is the part where you played Zero. The stealth end game with Samus. Some of my favorite Metroid gameplay on planet Earth. But I wouldn't say it's my favorite game of this year, though. I wouldn't say. I can't choose one. They're all my children. It's a hard gambit, okay? It's a hard gambit. It's the most stacked year of all time. My Goaty's Cave Story. Fuck it out. We have NSO. Oh, for Double Dash? Hell yeah. Never played a Mario RPG before. Where do I start? Chat, you gotta help Superior Naz. Thank you for the membership. SV's too buggy. That's their goat, literally. Everyone loves... Colosseum's buggy, but everyone loves it. That's the difference, okay? Now we're gonna talk... Now, if I'm gonna give a... Now, bearing in mind, chat, there's so many games here that I've yet to play, so I do want to extend my sincerest apologies. But if I had to narrow it down to 3... Listen, I love Sonic Advance too. But I'm gonna be real, you are not the best game of 2004, let's be real with you. But you know what might be, Chad? You know what might be? I don't think this is a game I've ever spoken about, but it's a game that actually means so much to me. Fucking Burnout 3 Takedown. Now, bearing in mind, chat, I had this game at the same time as Mario Kart Double Dash, right? So you can imagine, this game got so much... Between this and Double Dash, I was like a fucking kart racing guy, right? Now, if there's one thing I absolutely loved about this game, chat, firstly, before I even talk about the game proper, there's one thing I want to gush about. I hope this guy plays the opening cutscene. I think if there's one way to really... Hang on. Oh, he doesn't play the opening cut. Hang on, where's the opening cutscene? I think the opening tutorial in the game, I think does such a good job of teaching you exactly what to expect from this game. This ain't like your Mario Kart where it's like a kart racer. This is like this is gonna teach you how to play the game. No, I wanna... Where's like the tutorial thing? Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find it. Danger Zone. Come on. Oh, because like this. Come on. Where's the intro thing? Where's the? I need to find it. Either way, I'll play the actual intro of the game. So when you build up the game, gamers. Bear in mind, chat. This was a time where EA wasn't the laughing stock of the industry. There was a time, chat. Remember, chat. There was a time where you would see EA and you wouldn't fucking die. Okay, this is it, gamers. This is it. So you built up the game, gamers. You built up the game. I'm gonna take you back, gamers. I'm gonna take you back to fucking 2004, chat. I'm a 10-year-old kid. I'm like 10, 11 years old, and I boot this up. It's Friday after school, chat, and I boot this shit up.
So good at wasting our time.
We are the lazy generation. Oh, they're talking about me, gamers. Us millennials. Yeah. Like, what the fuck? There's like crashes and stuff? What the hell is this, man?
Let's go!
It's so tublet coded. It really is, isn't it? Remember, guys, 11-year-old me is looking at this saying, holy shit, this is so gas, man. There's like crashes and stuff. There it is, gamers. Hang on.
Welcome to some of the very best burnout racing you can get stateside. Downtown, Silver Lake, and waterfront areas look to be where the
I'm trying to find like the intro bit of the game, where it teaches you like all the rules of the game. Because there's like an opening segment that teaches you like all the rules of the game. Tutorial? Would it be tutorial? Oh, race training. Here it is, gamers. So obviously I'm like,
What's up,
so obviously like this is when I was a kid. I'm like, I don't want to be bad at the games, so I need to know how to play the game. So
guys? You're listening to Striker on Crash FM.
again, gamers, very 2000s. Look, it's Striker. His name's Striker, gamers. The rules of the road, gamers. Let's listen to the rules of the road,
Take
okay?
your time to cover the rules of the Burnout Road. To succeed in Burnout, you need to be winning races, but you're not going to win races unless you take risks. The big reward? That's easy. You earn boost.
How much boost? You see that? It's drawn in pencil, gamers. Look how quirky this is.
Using boost gives your vehicle a speed boost. And you can use boost at any time to keep you in the heart of the action.
But how do you get boost, Striker?
Here's the lowdown. Risks can be taken anywhere in the Burnout world. Take risks, you get reward. Get it?
Risky goes road, gamers.
Near misses with other cars. Driving on the wrong side of the road. Drifting around corners. Tailgating your rivals. Escaping crashes. And so it goes on. You can even string these together to get two or more happening at the same time.
And it seems like such a simple concept. I'll let this play out.
So earning boost is one thing, but to win, you need to steal it.
And how do you steal it, gamers? You do the thing that the game was named after.
Battle with your competitors by rubbing, slamming, shunting,
And then,
and grinding with them.
yeah,
You'll get a quick boost fix and you can use it immediately to mix things up. If you want to take a bigger risk, try taking down your competition.
and then you get more boost
Downs are when you
kills.
wipe out one of your rivals, and if you do it, you'll grow your boost and fill it. But if you get taken down, your boost bar gets taken down too.
Very risky, gamers.
Okay, something new is Crash Aftertouch.
And this was the gamers. This was like the coolest bit. So you're thinking risk reward. So it's a racing game, chat, where in order to get the boost that you need to stay in the race, you have to play risky maneuvers. Already, that's an insane gameplay loop, chat. But one of my favorite things about this game, is that if you do end up crashing out, chat, the amount of times I did this as a kid, this got controllers thrown at walls, gamers.
If and when you crash, activate Impact Time. When you are in Impact Time, you can steer your wreck. How cool is that? Use Crash Aftertouch to gain Aftertouch takedowns, or to help you get to the places other crashers can't reach.
So when you used it in single, I don't think you could. The time wouldn't slow mo when you're in multiplayer. But yeah, if your car crashed out, you can still like just about steer it. You can crash someone else. And if you did, I don't think you lost any boost if you did that.
That was a public service announcement brought to you by Crash FM.
So if you already know that game, if that gameplay loop doesn't already get you going, like it makes for so much fun. It makes for such fun gameplay. It really does. Burnout. Maybe I can find some. And then of course, I'm gonna take down PS2. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. And then you're probably thinking, how does it play out in the game, chat? Look at this shit. Look at this shit, man. This shit was my game, gamers. And then he's gonna get this guy. You kill him. Yep. Bro, getting rid of those shit. Oh, he's gone, gamers. He's got the signature take that, gamers. Take a picture. He's gone fishing, baby. He's gone fishing. He's gone fishing, gamers. Look at this shit, man. Bro, the single player campaign, I had so much fun playing this. I had so much fun playing this. Multiplayer got way too much play out of me when I was a kid. This is good. This is one hell of a game, chat. One hell of a game. Now, admittedly, I don't know how well it ages because I've not played it as an adult. But I just know I had way too much fun playing this game. And if that wasn't enough, chat, if the gameplay loop of takedown, risk reward wasn't good enough, the other modes. There's one other mode, chat, which also got a lot of play at me. What does the hood know? What does the hood know, chat, about the crash mode? The crash mode in fucking Burnout, right? This is a Burnout series thing, it's not just Burnout Takedown.
Be my Winter City Iron.
But this is where... So you're probably thinking, what the hell is this game? What the hell is this? What the hell is a crash mode? It's literally as the game implies, chat. You literally take a car and you cause as much damage as you feasibly possibly can. So here we go, gamers. So then, like, and then, or you get a crash breaker. If you if you like break like a certain amount of cars, you get a crash breaker, which lets you explode the car to get even more crashes. So the meta of this game mode was seeing you get the crash breaker and then timing it at the right time, boom, and then you blow up that van. You see that van that was just passing away? He blew that up as well, and he used the wreck to blow up more stuff. You just caused as much damage as humanly possible. And then me and my siblings would take turns to see who could get the highest score in this as well, bruv. So this is just another way to see how much crash damage you can do. How much damage did you do, gamers? How much property damage did you cause? Now you got a cash bonus as well. How much we talking? 213k multiplier. Around nearly 500,000 gold medal. That's not. Some of the later ones got crazy, chat. Let's see. Look at this. Let's look at this one. Honestly, if there was any like big, because I remember there was some big ones. There was some like really fucking big ones you could do in the later half of the game. You could like cause like tons and tons of property damage. It's unreal. Blow up your car instantly. Boom. Oh, big damage. Big damage already. Big rig's gone. 4 times multiplier. So much damage. He's got the crash breaker. He blows up. You're gonna blow up again. If he gets that, he blows up another time. Your car, strafe the car some more. Oh my god. Guys, I'll be honest with you, chat. In the same way that me playing a bugged version of Pokemon Ruby made me a roguelike kind of guy, I feel like this is the reason why I sometimes like to watch like crash videos on YouTube. Sometimes I just put on a car crash compilation and I just laugh. And I'm almost certain it's because of Burnout 3 Takedowns crash mode. Tons of fun. Holy shit, this game got so much play out of me when I was a kid. And as much as I love WarioWare Touch, I think WarioWare Touch is a brilliant game. It's not my favorite WarioWare game, though. We'll talk about my favorite WarioWare game when we get to that. So I think my favorite game of 2004, not having played some of the other heavy hitters, I think it has to be Burnout Takedown. Wait, such a fucking phenomenally good game. Burnout Takedown. Take your spot on the center Sir Musty stage. Why don't you? Why don't you? Next year, gamers. Let's go to what happened in 2005. Do not ask Sir Musty what happened in 2000. Club Penguin came out this year. Resi 4 came out this year. Ace Attorney. Shadow of the Colossus. The original God of War, which I haven't played the original God of War. I played the fucking reboot. Sonic Rush. Mystery Dungeon. Liberty City Stories. Nintendogs. Strikers. Pokemon XD, American Wasteland. Oh, that was my Tony Hawk game. Oh my god. The first Yakuza game? Oh, is there anything else back here? Need for Speed Most Wanted. Shrek Super Slam. True Crime again? New York City this time? Was Chibi Robo there as well? Guys, Super Princess Peach, come on. No one said Super Princess Peach. I'm very disappointed. Half-Life 2 Lost Coast? What the hell is that? Fucking hell, Nintendogs. Shadow the Hedgehog came out the same year as Sonic Rush. That's actually crazy to think about. Now, I will briefly talk about the games I haven't played. Obviously, Kingdom Hearts. A lot of Kingdom Hearts Andes. Star Wars Battlefront 2. A lot of people still talk about this to this day. Resi 4. We love Resi 4, folks. Resi 4 is apparently a good game. God of War. Have you played God of War, gamers? Shadow Colossus. I played a bit of this and I stopped. Not because I wasn't having fun, but I just stopped playing it. I need to play this game. Need for Speed Most Wanted. I've heard good things about. Mario Kart DS. I don't know. Maybe gamers. Maybe. I don't know. But this is the part again, gamers. This is the part where I get into. So Musty talks about his childhood game. Now, I have talked about Tony Hawk briefly, but if there was like, what's like your Tony Hawk, Musty? It has to be Tony Hawk American Wasteland. This is the one I played tons of. And remember, guys, the last good Tony Hawk game. See, that's how you know my childhood was good. Okay, this is not just me bugging. 291k views says it was the last good one. Okay, it was the last good one. Honestly. So obviously it's got all the Tony Hawk goodness that you know and love. But one thing that sets this game apart from like the other ones I played was obviously it had a licensed game soundtrack that was like full of fucking rockin' ass beats. But like obviously one thing I really loved as well is in the same way that Max Payne had this like comic book aesthetic for the cutscenes because they were low on budget, American Wasteland does it too. Like there's cutscenes where like it's a comic and it looks so cool. Once upon a time in the middle of friggin', they said friggin' gamers, they've said friggin'. There's a crazy bus driver and some crazy hicks. And this is where you come in, gamers. This is where you get to pick your skater. You get to pick your skater because obviously they didn't want you to have a skater creator for some reason. So like you've got white guy, Hispanic guy, white guy again, black guy, and Asian. Big one. No women. We don't do women. Okay. Your love interest is a woman, and we're not gay friendly just yet. It's the 2000s. You gotta be careful. Oh, all of these guys have to stand there and wait. How sad. How sad. But yeah, one thing I loved about this is that the single player stories and like Tony Hawk games Impossible weren't really stories. It was just you're in a skate park and you kind of do some tricks for like 2 minutes and you call it a day. One thing I loved about this is that it had like an actual like campaign where you got to go to different areas. There's a story that unfolds. Like right from the beginning of the game, you'll see it. Hang on, you see what happens. So you're on the bus.
Yes, I'm a hugger.
You meet this crazy ass blonde woman. You're like, who the fuck is this?
Full body handshake. How hot is it that we're going to Los Angeles? Are you going out there to see friends and family?
And even your guy's like, who the fuck is that, bruv? I've not. Leave me alone, woman. I got no money. Leave me alone.
No, to get away from it.
No. I'm here to get away from my family.
Skate here, punk.
Darby, what the hell are you doing with that chop?
You're failing in school, you're failing in life. All you care about is that stupid skateboard.
I'm going to LA to be an actress.
Imagine, guys, how 2000 is this shit, chat? He fled his hometown to go to fucking LA. To fucking skate. Oh, you think it's the skateboard?
I've never acted before,
Oh,
but in high school,
man.
I was voted most likely to be great looking. My dream is to act in a reality show. Do you know you can get Botox in your teeth?
Dad, skateboards on my life. Father, skateboards on my life. And of course, chat, this is me at like, what, 11, 12 years old. So of course I can relate to the guy going, fuck you, parents. I want to do my own thing. Because I'm a grown kid now. I'm 12 years old. So a kid with a game with that sort of aesthetic kind of won me over, obviously. And then what ends up happening, gamers?
Good luck with skateboarding. As I say in acting, break a leg.
What the hell?
Hey, go back to Kentucky, farm boy.
Kentucky? No!
Locals only.
Let me guess. You're not from here.
Are you a Kentucky game? Can you believe that shit?
You got a problem with that?
And then gamers.
Look that obvious, huh?
Mindy. And yes, you do.
It's the goth girl, gamers. The goth girl you get in the end. Because when you beat the game, you finally get the girl. Because it's the 2000s, so that had to be the plot of like every video game, obviously.
Listen, if you want to blend in a little better, you gotta lose that look. Come here, I'll show you a few places you should check out.
Do you get it, gamers? Do you get it? Oh yeah, this is early 2000s. Do you guys get it now? Do you guys get it now?
Okay, here's the deal. In Hollywood, there's a clothing surplus store.
So obviously the game continues, and then again one of the so where is it? Where is it? And then and then you learn how to. So you change your clothes, chat. You learn some tricks, you get some people to teach you tricks, and then gamers, guess what you do? You go and get your stuff back. How do you get your stuff back, gamers?
What do you want, Kentucky?
Kentucky!
You know what I want. Give me back my stuff or else.
Or else what? You gonna dazzle me with your stale moves?
All right, I'll tell you what. Let's skate for it. If I lose, you keep it. But when I whoop you, you give me my stuff back.
Oh, you're on, noob. I hope you
Noob! Damn, bro.
practice in.
Gamers, I want you to know this was me at like I leaned forward, chat. I want you to know, chat. Just imagine a 12-year-old musty going, yeah, "Fuck you, Josuke. I'm in." Like I was locked, chat. I was locked the fuck in, bro. I was in. I was ready for this. I was like, I did all my look at this guy. This was me, chat. This is literally live gameplay of me. And of course, this is where you realize, chat. This is where you realize. Oh my god, look at this. And this is where you realize, chat. Look at this. So you just did an insane. Oh, he got. Wow, 1,331 points. Wow. How did you get that many points? Oh my god, this guy's crazy. This guy's actually insane. Wow, the game has some insane rubber banding. This game has some insane rubber banding. Yeah, if you're like pretty okay at this, the game will rubber band you to make sure you don't like lose. But it's also a close. Oh no, you can still lose, but the game will always keep it close. You know, the rubber banding on this went crazy. It doesn't matter how high score you get. Josuke will always be one step behind you, which makes for it's pretty cool, I guess. But it's pretty funny when you play this game. So eventually, guys, you win, obviously, because you're the guy, you're the GOAT, obviously. And then what happens? And then what happens?
Beginner's luck.
Gonna give me my stuff back now?
Sure, come and get it.
So you chase him, gamers. Get off your board and smack that guy. And yeah, gamers, this is the best bit. You can get off your skateboard, by the way.
Sucky.
Thanks again for watching my stuff.
Bravo. Nicely done. Not over the top at all. Very subtle.
Got my
And that's, of course, gamers, the part where you find out this game is also very 2000s. Because the goth girl is also an artist.
bag back, didn't I?
She's the artist, gamers, and she can draw.
For real?
And she's so good at drawing.
So underground it hasn't even come out yet. But as soon as I get the cash together...
It'll happen. Those sketches are sick. Like that one there. What is that place?
Only the sickest, most outrageous spot in town that you
Look at that, gamers.
absolutely love.
So then we have to go to. So yeah, basically the whole story like takes place in you meet all these. Hang on, there's a whole character. Just to clarify, if you guys want to know just how really 2000s this is, so you have to learn. You have to learn how to do some. Hang on, which area is this? Which part of the game is this? Oh, here it is. So there's some part, as you can see from the timestamps, guys. There's some bit where you learn parkour. Now, of course, parkour is very famously the French art of running away, as you guys know. So, is there like a guy called like Pierre? Is there a guy called like Jean-Philippe? No, gamers. He's got none of those names. He's just called Frenchie. And even as a kid, that made me laugh, gamers. That made me laugh. And then, of course...
Bonjour. In France, we don't need boards with wheels to do tricks. We do the parkour.
What's flippin' parkour?
I will demonstrate.
Watch. As I do the one. You will try 3 times. Okay?
Okay.
This is where you learn some other tricks as well. To up your arsenal, you know?
Now we get fancy. Run up the wall and jump to do a wall flip. Like so. Flips are flipping fun.
God, I need to replay this. I need to replay this game, man. Fucking hell.
Try to do a few wall flips.
It's right in his face. Flips are flipping fun. Oh, man.
Now I show you how to grab onto the top of the wall. Try to shimmy from one marker to the other.
So now you got to shimmy. Hardcore parkour gamers.
And what you need to do this combo, like so. Watch me combo without board with wheels.
Holy! That's freaking wild, man. Thanks for the lessons.
Attends, I have more tricks to show. Front and back tucks. Voila! You try a few.
He just learned how to do a flip. A squatting ass flip. Look at this, gamers. We're not even Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. We're Tony Hawk's Parkour.
Maintenant, you try a
So yeah, a lot of the game is just meeting wacky characters and learning new tricks. And there's other weird things that happen too. The game's just very fun and quirky. And I am a big fan. I need to replay this. This game was so fucking fun and quirky and crazy. We need to play it. Gamers, should we play this? I want to play. I want to play this on. I want to play it again. So I want to play this game. I want to play Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. The more I'm watching it, the more I'm like, damn, this game was fucking fun, man. This game was fun. Ah, damn, man, this game was fun. It was so quirky in 2000s. You'll see exactly why I fell in love with video games. But I think the other two games. Is it the Bing Bing Wahoo of Tony Hawk? It basically is. Gamers. Funny mini stream, I think it would be. Gamers, come on now. You know what time it is, gamers. You know what time it is.
Sonic Rush!
Now, gamers. I have a confession to make. Gamers. I don't love Sonic Rush. I like Sonic Rush. But the soundtrack is like one of the best soundtracks ever made. I'm not gonna lie, guys. When I replay this game, the game design's alright. You know, the boost formula is good. But there's one real reason I'm playing this game, chat. It's an album with a game. I know people say that a lot about video games, but it's like people say that about Persona. Oh my god, it's so nice that Persona comes with a whole game, you know? For me, I'm not gonna lie. I like Sonic Rush. I like the game. It's a solid game. I think the bosses are a bit too long. Some of the bottomless pits in like the 6th and 7th stage classic Dimps level design tends to be a bit unforgiving. But yeah, I think the main reason it's kind of cool that you go from one screen to the other. But yeah, the main reason you're doing it is you get like some of the most jamming ass beats on planet Earth, gamers. That is what you're doing when you play Sonic Rush. You want a bit of a Jeja Rocket? You want some techno crunkin'? And then it hits you with a cha-cha. And then all of a sudden you get into like fucking, where is it? And then you get to Sky Cha-Cha. It's all like cha-cha, cha-cha. Mr. DJ! God. And then the bosses, even though they're kind of like mid for the most part, like even the boss theme is all like... Yeah, the sampling gives it so much sauce, it really does. It's all like... Go ahead and scratch me. Woo! And then Get Edgy's all like... Just imagine, games. Imagine you're hearing this when you're racing through... And of course, 3D gamers. You get 3D section gamers, flying segment, in a Sonic game. Won't get me. Won't get me. Won't get me. Get me. Bow, bow, bow. Well, get. Come on. And then the very final boss in the game is all like, oh my god. I don't know who Barbara is. We're about to bomb Barbara, I guess. Shit, where's oh, here it is. I'll admit the bosses do look at least a little cool. I'll give it that. But like they're kind of meh. And then of course, gamers. I think we get into the one, gamers. We get into the one. You know the one I'm talking about, okay? The extra, once you collected all the emeralds, gamers. When you got all the emeralds, you get wrapped in black, gamers. Which famously samples a speech from Malcolm X. For no reason. But it does make the song fire. Oh, the bass on this bit, hang on. Too black. Wrapped in black too strong. Too black. Wrapped in black too strong. So yeah, easily a decently good game that has like one of my favorite soundtracks ever made. But unfortunately, Sonic Rush, a good soundtrack does not have a top best of the game make, unfortunately. So you can go. Mario Strikers though. Oh, gamers. What do you know about the football, gamers? What do you know about the football? What do you know about football, gamers? It's like they took my scrimbly little Mario game, and they were like, "Oh, I just want some gameplay, little bro. I just want some gameplay. Give me some gameplay." Oh hell yeah! They took the beautiful game, gamers. They took the beautiful game, and they bing wahooified it. Two of my greatest loves when I was an 11-year-old, gamers. Of course I was gonna like it. Come on now. Come on now. And even if you're not big on football, gamers, one of the best things about this game is just how fucking aggressive it is. Now, football, I would say one of the worst bits about football is the theatrics, you know? You'll touch a player and he'll go down holding his knee like, where? No! Mario Strikers is like, fuck no. There are no fouls, there are no offsides, there are no cards. If you see the player with a ball, you can just fucking twat them in the face. That's what you can do. And of course, throw in some items in there, and you've got green shells flying along, you've got the Mario and the boys, you've got... I've never seen... in all my years of playing this game, I've actually never seen that happen. So if you do a Mega Strike, which is like a super shot where you can potentially score 2 points, Critter will just get out a goal and just fucking twat him in the face. Hang on, I need to see that in slow-mo. Oh, run that back, Chief. He just drop kicks him. Flying drop kicks him. Get the fuck out of here, Mario. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so if you're going to tell, this ain't your... Guys, can you tell the 2000s are just so fucking edgy? Man, I miss it. I miss the earnest edginess of the 2000s, man. I fucking... Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, Burnout 3, Mario Strikers, Pokemon Coliseum. Man, I fucking love this era of video games, man. Oh, we need to bring back the edge. We need to bring it back, man. It was so cool. It was just cool, something just being gritty. Not for any reason, not for any lore. It just needed to be gritty, just because, man. It was just cool, guys. It was just cool. And even Mario fell for it, gamers. Even Mario did. That's how you know how cool it was. But yeah, even outside of the whole, like, oh, it's Mario, except it's dark and violent. Even then, I still think it's a very, very compelling, like, video game. I would say even, mainly because of this, and even then, gamers, they did the thing that everything in the 2000s love. A bit of slow-mo. If you do, I don't know how to trigger, I'll be real with you, but if you do what the game considers a perfect pass, it leads into a perfect shot, which causes this really dramatic slow-mo. Which adds just that extra little bit of flair to this game. Because the moment you see that slow-mo, you're begging the game, please don't let this go in. Please don't let this go in. Please, 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 please don't go in. So, yeah, I love Mario Strikers. I fucking love this game. I love this game so much. And I'll be real with you, though. It's a close call between Tony Hawk's American Wasteland and Mario Strikers. I think these two games are genuinely phenomenal. Along with all the other games that I released this year. But if you're asking me, if I had to pick one, we've already been here long enough as is. If I had to pick one, gamers. If I had to pick one. I think the only reason I'm not picking Strikers is because I like the sequel a bit more. Whereas this is like the definitive Tony Hawk game for me. So, gamers, very controversial. I'm gonna go with Tony Hawk American Wasteland. Because you're asking me right now, I could happily go back and play Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. If you ask me, do I play Super Mario Strikers? I'd be like, I'd rather go for the Wii version personally. Do you know what I mean? I'd play the Wii version. So because of that, and there's no like other version I'd rather play of American Wasteland. If you ask me to play a Tony Hawk game right now, I'm always playing American Wasteland. But if you ask me to play a Mario football game, I'm always playing Mario Strikers Charged. So when you get the Mario Strikers Charged, it'll definitely be a close battle, whatever year that is. I think it's a 2007, 8, I think. It will definitely be a close call on that year. But I'm comfortable putting that game in there. It genuinely is a really fun video game. You guys saw it. If you want a bit of 2000s edge in a skateboarding format, a thing that everyone loved back then, I think Tony Hawk's American Wasteland is a really solid game that you should definitely try. I think we could probably wrap up the 2000s. But we gotta go to the next year, gamers. We gotta go to the next year. Let's go to 2006. Oh my god! You fucking sports. Twilight Princess, fucking the blight of all time, Roblox, Half-Life 2, Devil May Cry 3, Bully, Oblivion, Gears of War, Okami Mother 3. Hitman Blood Money, Sonic 06, Dead Rising started as well, Guitar Hero 2, Vice City Stories, Mortal Kombat, Armageddon. That was another game I played so much as a kid. Battle Revolution, Smooth Moves, God Hand I've heard is very fun. Yoshi's Island DS, get this game away from me. Freon 3, Persona 3. Oh my god, Tetris DS. Oh man, kill me. Kill me, kill me, kill me. Mega Man 1 remake. Also got Scarface, I played a bit of that. More licensed game slop. Justice League. Back at the Barnyard. Sonic the Hedgehog Genesis, whee! Oh man, oh damn it. Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Oh, the licensed games go hard this era. The licensed games go so hard this era. A lot of fun games here. Some I played and some I haven't. Oblivion obviously goes without saying, fantastic game. Bully, I've heard amazing things about Bully. One to put on the list for sure. Half-Life is Half-Life. The less said about Half-Life, the better. Twilight Princess is Twilight Princess as well. Okami's another one I need to get in there. Ace Attorney is always Ace Attorney. Gears of War, man, started a fucking... That was like the X... I heard people in the playground talking about Gears of War, man. Gears of War was fucking big back then. But if you're asking me to narrow it down to some stuff, gamers, I think I got a good list here. And I'm gonna start with Tetris DS. Now, What makes this Tetris different from your dad's Tetris? Tetris, Game Boy, 1989. Like, you know, why does anyone care about this Tetris? Now this Tetris, this ain't your dad's Tetris, gamers. This ain't your dad's Tetris. Because it is very different. It's very different from your dad's Tetris. Because it was like, oh, we're gonna take Tetris, right? I mean, we're gonna let you play Tetris, don't get me wrong. But we're also just gonna Bing Bing Wahoo-ify it as well. Now, of course, I'm a Bing Bing Wahoo ass little kid chat. So if you tell me I can play an addictive game like Tetris, and every time I make a line, Mario progresses in the game with a really weird blurry HD background. Literally, Mario loops here, by the way, guys. Mario loops here until you progress, and then Mario keeps going. He just keeps going, gamers. Like, he's stuck here, gamers. He's stuck. You gotta help him, Mario. He's waiting. Mario's waiting, gamers. Tetris, oh, keep it going, yeah. So, the standard mode, there's obviously an endless mode, but the standard mode, before you unlock endless mode, is the 200 line mode. Every 10 lines, the aesthetic changes, gamers. The bottom screen is now a Goomba. So, even though, you know, it's Tetris, obviously Tetris is Tetris, I felt like this was a very cool way of introducing Tetris to, like, maybe a younger audience that didn't quite get it, you know, back in the Game Boy. You put it in this, like, Mario-wise kind of package, throw in some the extra bells and whistles, throw in some really cool Mario remix as well. And of course, I was always gonna love this Tetris, you know what I mean? I'm a fucking, what's it, when was it, 2006? I'm fucking like 13 playing this, you know what I mean? And then we got Underground now, gamers. We got Underground. Got Underground now. And then you're thinking, where do we go after Underground? We go, it's Mario 3 now! And after this game, and after this, we're back in the Underground. We go for another loop of the Underground. And then we go to Sky World. Look at the background. The background's so realistic, gamers. This is the power of the DS. And then afterwards, gamers, and then afterwards, we get into a big fight with the man himself. It's Bowser. Bowser's gonna get, you gotta grab the axe. You gotta grab the axe. You gotta make it stop. You gotta kill Bowser. But then after we're done killing Bowser, gamers, Zelda? What the fuck? Where's Zelda? So we just Zelda now? We're just Zelda for no reason. Okay. Sure. We're Zelda now. We're Zelda now. Let's keep going with Zelda, I guess. Let's keep going with Zelda. What, we Metroid now? I guess we Metroid now. I guess we Samus now. Sure. I love Metroid as a kid, so I was a big fan of this. You know? And it... Donkey Kong? Oh, these remixes go so hard. I fucking love these. And then, okay, where we going? And then hang on, and then after that is balloon fight? With like a really photorealistic background? Hell, is Ice Climber? You mean that character from Smash? They have a game? No lie, chat. This is how I found out Ice Climber was a game. I did not know Ice Climber was a game. Like, 'cause I knew there were characters, but I'm just like, oh, whatever. I don't know where they're from. I've never seen the game of Ice Climber. I'm like, oh. Shit, okay. I guess we Ice Climbers now. Ba-ba-da-ba. And then where we going now, chat? After Ice, so we're done playing Ice Climber. We're in the final rush, gamers. The game is getting tense now, gamers. The game's getting tense. You're on 3/4 of the way to the 200-line challenge. So now they're hitting you with back-to-back games with the music getting faster now. We're faster. It's getting faster, and then every single time, every game, Devil World, the music's getting more high-pitched now. You gotta, it's too fast. Can you handle the speed, gamers? Can you handle the delightfully devilish speed? And then the Open Champion, gamers! It's Open Champion! You gotta punch him, gamers! You gotta win the Open Champion! Don't let the police get you, gamers! Don't let the police get you! Duck Hunt! Where went Duck Hunt? It's the Duck Hunt duo, gamers! It's the Duck Hunt duo! The dog! Help the dog, gamers! Help the dog! And oh, when all is said and done... We're in fucking Russia now? I guess we're in Russia now. I'm bearing about this. Again, this was a nice bit of video game history for me because, like, again, I didn't know the origins of Tetris. This was the game that taught me the origins of Tetris. So it was like a Russian game made by some guy. I'm like, oh shit, neat. I didn't know that before. So what way to teach me how to play video games? And then you beat the Tetris gamers, and all was good and done. You beat Tetris. You now unlock endless modes. So you're probably thinking, that's gotta be it, right? That's it. That's Tetris DS in a nutshell. No. You're only just beginning, gamers. You're only just beginning. Because after we're done rolling the credits, I guess, you realize there's like way more to this game than you thought there was. There is more to this game than meets the eye, gamers. There's more to... Oh, you could go against CPUs. You have a whole fucking world of game modes to choose from, gamers. And all of them are a really cool way to play, to mix up the Tetris formula. You have... I think this person's going to play catch mode next, which is like the Samus one, gamers. So how this one works is that the screen is... the blocks are constantly falling by there. You have a health bar, which if any blocks reach the end without you catching them, you lose a bit of health. You lose a bit of health, so you gotta be careful of that, right? So you're constantly adding Tetris pieces to your little cube you've got going on here, which means you gotta really think in 3 dimensions, gamers. You gotta be careful with this one. You see that? You gotta like really think when it comes to this game. You're wondering, how do you extract the pieces from you? You can see the grids, right? So when you form a 4x, it's usually, I think it's a 4x4. So once you form a 4x4, you unlock the power of the Retro Blast, gamers. And if you don't unleash it, the game will. And then it wipes everything. And you also got to avoid the Metroids as well. You can't avoid the Metroids. So it's just a really interesting, different way of playing Tetris. Instead of, like, the blocks are falling, you got to arrange them in such a way, you got to rotate your board to, like, and then if you arrange them in a 4x4 grid, you can blast everything. Retro Blast! Got a lot of play out of me from this one, but that's not it, gamers. That's not how. Instead, what if you just wanted to play a bit of Tetris, a bit of normal Tetris, but you have a mission mode instead? It's not about how high you climb. It's about this old man just gives you various missions, and you just have to do them. And they get progressively harder and harder and harder, and the timer gets faster and faster and faster, and you got a health bar down here, so you got a timer to do things on. So it's a bit, and again, a slightly more different but interesting way to play. It's a roguelike mode, yeah, basically. Kind of neat, isn't it? And then you get puzzle mode, which you get the game. Basically, the game sets out a puzzle for you, and you have to completely clear the board in the set amount of puzzles. This got a bit of play out of me, but not too much because the later puzzles got really fucking hard, and you got to figure out what to do, and of course rotate this one that way, and then boom. So again, a nice little variation of the mode. Like some of the later puzzles got really fucking devious. They got really, really devious with it. But then after we're done with puzzle mode, we get I would say what is the weakest version. This one got the least amount of play from me, which is touch mode. So this is like basically Tetris, but instead you're like using the touch screen to arrange everything. It was just kind of like it was one of those things for me where I'm just like, I'd rather just be playing Tetris instead of dragging everything around. It's kind of cool, I guess, but you kind of just have to shift everything around and make it work. Tap blocks twice to quickly rotate them. It's like, yeah, we have to make the DS work somehow. Do you know what I mean? That's what this mode kind of came across as. Some people like this one. Can't really say I was that big on touch Tetris. It could be fun and good. Yeah, it was all right. It was kind of niche, you know. I could definitely see someone enjoying this, but definitely wasn't the mode for me. Do you know the mode that was for me was? This one actually got so much play out of me. 100%. If you come round to my house right now and I have Tetris DS, we're playing Push. Push is the coolest mode ever made, and they need to bring back this mode. So, something's got to give. So if you guys don't know, you and another player are playing on the same grid, essentially. The more lines you make, the more you push the blocks to their side. And if you keep pushing it enough, you end up dying. It becomes like a tug of war. It's basically tug of war, the game modes. And what a cool way to make it, like, because obviously the way you do multiplayer Tetris now is you're both kind of doing your own thing, and if you make lines, you send like garbage blocks to the other side, which I think is a decent way to do multiplayer Tetris, right? I don't know why they've not tried this again. How could again, more lines you get, you're pushing it, gamers, you're pushing it. So obviously the bottom screen is the CPU here. So, and obviously you've noticed one of the cooler things. I don't know if you guys noticed it. One of the coolest things about this is, as you're winning or losing, the music either gets more celebratory or more intense. So it's like, okay, adds an extra beat because you're winning. Okay, evened it up. So we're gonna, the beat's gonna go back to normal again. The beat's gonna go back to normal again. Oh, the CPU's pushing back now. Hang on. And it's a close fight, actually. This is a close fight. Oh, hang on. Oh, is something gonna happen? Something's got to give here. Here we go. The player's got the advantage over the AI. Yeah, you feel it? You're winning. And then at the very end, gamers, hang on. If you're about to win, oh, he missed it. It plays like the hammer theme. Yeah, easily. Not only do you have Tetris, but you have so many cool variations of Tetris. I would go as far as to say this and Tetris Effect are like the two definitive Tetris games. If you need to play Tetris and you're not playing one of those two, I would say, what are you doing, little bro? You're not really playing. You're playing fake Tetris. Okay, those are the only two valid Tetrises. Okay, and that's kind of it. The whole concept of the theming coming from the Tetris blocks, the pixels, the NES games is just more. It just works, doesn't it? It just works. It really just does. It works. It's either this or Effects. If you're gonna play a Tetris game, it's either one of those. Because I love Tetris Effect as well. Tetris Effects are fucking amazing. We'll get to that when we get to that. But obviously, Twilight Princess. Now it's weird that I went into a big diatribe about Tetris because I actually don't have a lot to say about the other games. I'm gonna be honest. Twilight Princess is a game I actually like need to replay. Chat. I'll be real with you. Is it like a need? It's not like, oh, like obviously no. I had this game that's so fun and I want to replay it because like I need to replay it because I played it. I remember liking it, but I don't remember much about it. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely don't remember much about Twilight Princess. I just remember that you got to be a dog, I think, and then there was Midna, and it kind of was cool. And there was those monkeys in the first dungeon that you rescued, and then there was that fucking owl, that little shitty little owl, and their mum, and then there was the fucking little guy that you could steal from, and there's Zant, and then there's like the boots and stuff. I genuinely do not remember much. Don't ask me to talk about this game because I really do not remember much about it. But I remember playing it, and I remember enjoying it. I beat a game. Remember, as a kid, if I didn't like a game, I wouldn't beat it. I liked it. I beat the game. It was cool. I think I had like 40 hours playtime on it. Because I liked collecting the bugs for Agatha, because I had a little bit of a crush on her. I'll be real, guys. I had a little bit of a crush on her, all right, when I was a kid. If you guys don't know who she is that how you spell her name? If you're asking, like, what was it? How old was I? I was like, what? Oh, this game. Oh, this is the horror portion of the game. If you're asking like 13-year-old Musty, like, oh man, oh Musty, this is who I'd be having a crush with gamers. I was like, oh my god, she's the woman of my dreams. She's weird and likes bugs. I'm weird and I like video games. This is back when playing video games was still considered a bit weird, by the way. I'm weird and I'm weird too. Let's be weird together sometime. So yeah, I had she's just like me for. So yeah, I like collecting bugs. I think you end up getting a big wallet if you do the bug quest for her. And yeah, I got the big wallet gamers. I got the big wallet. Because I had a little bit of a crush on her, all right? But that's all I remember. I don't remember much else. So I can't say it's my favorite game of the year because I don't remember much about it. I'm sorry, Twilight Princess. Manic Pixie Dream Girl, she really was. And then we get into, listen, guys. I like New Super... Listen. I like New Super DS. But this is... I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm putting the kibosh on it right now, okay? I'm being bad to the bone. Because if you're going to look at all of these games and tell me New Soup was the best of the year, I'm looking at you a little funny. That's all I'm saying. I'm looking at you a little funny. Right? Fair? If you think this was the best game of 2006, fair. I'm gonna look at you a little funny. Because I like New Super DS. I love this game. Mario vs. Luigi, the fucking minigames got so much play on me. Fucking love this game, man. I'm just saying. I'm looking at you a bit funny, okay? I'm looking at you funny. Just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. Not too much, but just a tiny bit. It's not the worst, best game you could have that year. It's not the worst. But I'm looking at you a little funny, okay? I believe this is one of the only games I played of 2006. Oh my god, really? Of all of the... Crazy. Crazy fella. So if I was going to say what's my... Of the games I played, what's your top 3 going to be? Obviously Tetris DS you know about. The other one has to be... Fucking... WarioWare gamers. This was the game that made me fall in love with WarioWare. WarioWare Smooth Moves is like a game. This fucking game that I love, okay? This fucking game that I love, alright? WarioWare is like such a game. It's such a game, gamers. Because like, what is the thing I said I love about Oddworld, right? I love that Oddworld is just like a game. They don't explain themselves. You just get thrown in a odd world and that's it. Like, oh, fuck you, do your thing, right? That's the thing I like about WarioWare. Why is Wario here instead of fucking around with Mario? Why is it called a form baton instead of a Wii remote? Why is he inside? Why is he getting his treat stolen by these little fuck ass aliens? Why does doing mini games help? It doesn't matter. Okay, it doesn't matter. You are just Wario and his gaggle of friends, and somehow you have stumbled upon the form baton, which is their stand-in for the Wii remote, and you just do mini games. Or not even mini games, they're micro games. Now the whole conceit of this game, if you've never played a WarioWare game, which if you haven't, the whole conceit is, yeah, a wacky characters with a wacky world that get put in wacky situations, and in order to solve them, you have to play a bunch of micro games, not mini games, micro games, because they last about 5 to 10 seconds each, as you can see. You just got to shave. And if you're asking, like, what makes this game tick, alongside just being weird and wacky and strange, what makes this game tick is the micro games usually give you like 5 seconds of like, hey, dipshit, figure out what you need to do next. Do you know what I mean? And it's like quick on your feet nature that makes the WarioWare gameplay loop so addicting. The one reason I've seen people say they don't like it is because like they just don't like it doesn't feel fair. So just say you're not playing a Wario game because it's fair, which feels weird to say because you want video games to be a fair challenge. Yeah, of course, most of you want video games to be a fair challenge, but it's WarioWare though, so you know what I mean? The game's just like, hey, dipshit, 5 seconds. What do you need to do? What's next? What's next? Saute. Hey, saute, quick. Saute. Hey, see Chef Wario? He's looking good. He's looking good there. Hey, no need to rest on yours. What's next? Hook him, quick. Hey, hook him. Do it. There you go. You see that? It's the adrenaline rush of like, what are you gonna do next? What's gonna happen next? What do? You know? And obviously, when you start the game, it teaches you, just one gimmick. But the one thing that makes WarioWare so much fun, gamers, which makes WarioWare so much fun, is that there's actually multiple forms. Instead of just the remote control form, you get to do multiple things. So there's multiple ways to hold the Wii remote to, like, play the game. So you get that remote control, which is your standard, hold the Wii remote and point it, find the guy. Oh, yeah. But then the game's like, that's too easy. It's too easy. How about you do the umbrella? You hold it up now. So now you gotta, you know what I mean? You're like, oh shit, okay. So that's the conceit of the game, gamers. But back to the remote control. You gotta hold the Wii remote in wacky ways, and the game demands things of you, and you just gotta figure that shit out. You know what I mean? You got, what have you got? You got the, let's go back. You got the sketch artist gamers where you have to hold it like this to like trace a. And the weird part is you're probably thinking, Musty, let's be real here. Musty, look me in the eye, Musty. Look me in the eye. I do not need to hold a Wii remote like that to play the fucking game. Okay? I don't need to. It's true, you don't. A lot of the mini games can be played just by holding the Wii remote normally, but you have to immerse yourself in WarioWare. The game says hold it like this, so you're gonna hold it like this, motherfucker. Okay? Do it. All right? I played with one person who didn't hold it the way it's intended. And you know what I did? I looked him in the face, the most evil look I could come up with. So I'm like, no. The game said do sketch artist. So you do sketch artist. It doesn't, that's what it is. Yeah, half of the fun is looking stupid, right? And there's nothing that conceptualizes this more, chat, than probably my favorite form in the game, which is what's it? I'll show you. Where is it? Oh, here we go, gamers. So if you're like, oh man, if you're the kind of person who's like, I gotta play nonchalant WarioWare, WarioWare's like, sorry, bitch. How about you hold your Wii remote to your hip like a fucking mongoloid? How about you do that? How about you go like this, like a dopey ass bitch? And do you know what we're gonna make you do? We're gonna make you go. Yeah, that's what WarioWare does. You're gonna look like a fool when you play this game, but you're gonna have so much fun doing it. You're gonna have so much fun doing it. It really is it's just such a uniquely fantastic game. And some people are saying, the cutscenes when you get taught the tutorials are really fun. The little cutscenes like for each character are really like charming and fun. Everything about this game, from the gameplay to the charm of it, is just genuinely fantastic. And if you've never played Smooth Moves, this is one of those ones where like I would implore you to play the game. Real quick, I'm not going to spoil the ending minigame because like I think the ending minigames is a thing in and of itself. But one of my favorite minigames to play, I'm not going to lie, guys. This minigame was like the most intense intense of all. Is the boss. Is the Ashley boss gamers. The Ashley boss gamers. The discard. You put the Wii remote in front of you. You're McDonald's gamers. Wait for it, gamers. Wait for it. I don't know what burger you ordered, chat, but we're gonna eat it. Okay? And you gotta snatch it. Because for some reason, I don't know why. Again, in WarioWare, you don't ask. But if you don't pick up the burger the moment the bun goes on it, you're dead. Okay, you lose. They end up getting annoyed at you. Which I just thought was really funny. Very, very funny. And WarioWare has just... If you've not seen what WarioWare is and you're not intrigued by it, I don't know what to tell you. It's a wacky game, full of whimsy, macro games with a really cool gameplay loop. Yeah, WarioWare Smooth Moves is that game. It really, really is. It's really short, so it's like 2 hours long if you're playing it. But on top of that, gamers... If we're just talking about the main story, it's tons of fun. But you know where the real fun is, gamers? If you're telling me mostly... How much of the mini games did you actually play? I'd say not a lot, because you know what game gets a lot of play around my house? It's to the point where, chat, I want to be clear. My sisters who are not gamers, they know about WarioWare. And do you know why they know about WarioWare? Because of Lifeline. This is Lifeline, gamers. If you guys aren't ready about Lifeline, everyone gets assigned a turn. You can play with up to 5 people. Everyone gets assigned a turn order, right? And you guys play 5 mini games each to determine who's going to stack up on a table. It's very simple. Simple premise. Oh, it's this one. And you have to remember, gamers, the whole time you're playing this, you've got like up to 4 other people wishing you fucking lose. Do you know what I mean? So there we go. So there it is, gamers. So you each take turns playing minigame after minigame after minigame. You're probably thinking, to what end, though? To what end? So the minigames actually... So here's the secret, chat. The minigames are actually fun. But secretly, chat, here's the secret all along, chat. They don't actually matter. They're fun, but they don't actually matter, gamers. Because once all is said and done, depending on where you stacked up, so for example, 2 firsts, a third, and 2 joint fourths, it determines the real game. Because the secret is, chat, it was gambling all along. Because the place you are determines how many ropes you get, and that's why it's called Lifeline. So now it becomes snip a rope. It can be any rope. And it doesn't matter. And the amount of heartbreaking games we've had, the amount of predictable wins we've had, this is what makes controllers throw into TVs. Because you think out, what's going to happen now? Which rope are you going to cut? Who's going to win? Who's going to lose? You can pick which rope. And then, you see that? This guy just roped himself. So there we go. Now it's player 2's turn, game. This is player 2's turn. Oh, you see that? He was first place, and the turns have already tabled on this man. Look at it. Oh, player 3 literally kills himself. Yeah, this is the part where if that was Ozzy, I'd be pointing and laughing at him. He literally roped himself. So then player 4's turn. What's player 4 gonna do? Oh, okay, finally. Player 2's got a bit nervous now. A bit nervous. Player 4? Player 1 is dead. Player 1 is dead, bro. 3 ropes. All of those mini games gone to waste. You had 3 ropes and you lost it, little bro. Fuck you. So now we're getting into the finale, gamers. This is what I hope I'm convincing you guys. This is what Lifeline is all about. This is why this got the most play in my family, all right? This is why, gamers. This is why you play Lifeline. This is why, as an adult, I'm a fucking gambling addict. Because I played this shit so much when I was a kid, man. Look at this shit. And now it becomes a fucking... Now just remember, chat. Now, obviously, we're just watching the gameplay, chat. But just imagine playing this in a room full of other people. Just psyching each other out. No, go for the middle one. Go for the middle one. Do I go for the middle one because he said it? But if he said... I was thinking about going for that one. But if I go for it, he'll think I went for it because he said it. So I don't want to go for that one. But if I end up losing, I'll be like, I should have picked the middle one. Yeah, you should have listened to me. But I don't want to... I'm telling you, gamers, this is the one. This is the fucking one, man. I'm telling you. And then player 2 is also dead. Remember, guys, those 2 had 3 ropes. So that comes down to the fucking bums at the bottom. Which one is it going to be? And it's player 5's turn, gamers. This is all to play for. And which one is it going to be, chat? Make your predictions. I'm thinking it's player 4 that wins. No, it's player 5 all along, baby. It was player... And I hope you understand, gamers. And that's just one mini game, chat. The others are amazing, by the way. There's a sudden death mode, which is literally just if you lose once, you're just out. Which also got a lot of play when I was a kid. There's also there's also the balloon mode as well, where like before it's your turn, you blow up a balloon, and whoever explodes on ends up losing. There's a bomb mode as well. There's a darts as well, which we had to stop playing because my cousin would always get 180 every time. Yeah, Sudden Death was like 16 players, so you had a big room for the people you played Sudden Death. Sudden Death was fun. You also had darts. Yeah, we had to stop playing this game. I'm not joking, chat. My cousin Abdi, he literally he's just cracked. You cannot beat him. He's just solved games. So we had to stop playing it. And then if you want a bit of like co-op action, there's mini games. There's certain games which were made for just 2 people only, which also got a bit of play out of me and Oz. So then, like, obviously, this is a stupid mini game where the nose that wins ends up being on the picture. It's another game. This was another one. This is another cool mini game that got a lot of play. Remember, 1 person holds the nunchuck, and 1 person holds the Wii remote, gamers. Are you ready for this? And then again, you have to jump. You each have to jump at the same time. And if you're wondering, yes, I screamed at Ozzy all the time playing this shit. Yes. You did not want to be the one that fucked up, Chay. You did not want to be the one that fucked up. Because if you end up fucking up, you take so much. Oh, you see how slow you get. It's like, no, we need to go. We need to go. It's actually harder than it looks, chat. Because remember, look how fast these are popping up. This is a really hard game. This is a really, really, really hard to play. So then you got that mini game, which is tons of fun. And then, what's this one? Fuck, I don't remember this one. Oh, it's the end credits. Of course I don't remember the end credits. What's the other one? There's another mini game that, I think I must have skipped past, maybe? Do they play it? I don't think they played it. Oh, but there's one more. There's one more I have to show you. This is another one that got a lot of play. The bomb one. The fucking bomb one. Oh, the bomb one, chat. This is what gamers. All I'm saying, if you had a grudge against someone, you played the bomb game. You played the bomb game. Because I'll show you exactly. I'm not going to spoil. I'll show you exactly what happens, chat. Look. So, it randomly picks someone. Randomly picks one. Okay, so Melon's got it now. Remember, if you lose, you lose. That's it. You're gone. So, at the fate of your own life, you have to play the minigame. Okay, make it right. Simple minigame. So then now what happens? You choose someone, gamers. And that's where the nonsense starts. Because if you have a grudge against someone, gamers, you can just keep picking them over. There is no limit to who can be picked. It's not like, oh, this last person played, there's a cooldown. There is no cooldown, gamers. The amount of alliances, Again, playing this in a room full of people, chat. With Lifeline, it's chaotic, it's frantic, everyone's psyching each other out. With this one, it's don't pick me. Go for Ozzy. Remember last time he didn't give you sweets. Remember last time he didn't give you sweets. So it's like, okay, then you have to go for this. Okay, so you pick them. And then also, it's even worse, chat. You pick the minigame. You pick the minigame type. You don't pick the exact minigame, but you pick the minigame type, gamers. So what happened when I was a kid, chat? You made sure you picked the forms you knew the other person was shit at. There was psychological warfare that went into this fucking game, chat. Because I knew Ozzy hates the Mortal and Pestle form. So you know if I fancied killing this guy, I would always pick the Mortal and Pestle form. And also my sister hated the big cheese one because she hated looking silly as well. So it was just like, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. And then there was the discard one with no flat surface as well. So not only did it become like a game of who do I fucking hate, it's the mind games game. It's the fucking mind games that came with this as well. So you pick, oh, very nice. Picking the remote control. So that's what it came to down to, game. That's what it came down to. I would say the only reason this minigame didn't get more play is because, unfortunately enough, what ended up happening was, oh, they fucked up. Is when one person gets blown up, the game ends. Now, of course, what I sometimes used to do is if someone loses, then we play the game again with only 3 people. But I wish there was a mode where the bomb blows up, that person's out, and there's a new bomb. That would have been really good. That would have been really, really good. But yeah, the game ends when one person blows up. So it's literally there's a loser instead of a winner. There's just one person that fucking loses. So that's a bit of a shame. So this one didn't get a lot of play for me. But the Lifeline, darts until it was solved, the jumping one. Yeah, but if the single player story, just to clarify, I would say this is 100% worth playing just for the single player. But if you got someone else with you, or even a group of people, holy shit! I'm telling you guys, you got to play this. Yeah, and there's a bunch of single player ones. There's like Pyoro, there's Balloon Fight as well. But I didn't play a lot. I'm gonna be honest, chat. I did not play a lot of those when I was a kid. I played the multiplayer ones because they were just way too fun. How much on CEX right now? Right now, gamers, if you have a Wii rotting in your basement. Gamers, all I'm saying, chat. That's what I'm saying, gamers. That's what I'm gonna say. That's what I'm gonna say, gamers. That's what I'm gonna say to you. You know what to do. You know what to do, okay? You know what the fuck to do, okay? You need to lock the fuck in, okay? And play WarioWare and play WarioWare smooth moves, right? That's what you need to do. And I'll say the other one I'm going to talk about. This one's going to get a lot less talk because I talked about everything I loved about Hitman when I talked about Hitman 2 Silent Assassin. But Hitman Blood Money. Now, of course, you guys heard about the absolute nonsense, the absolute greatness of the Hitman gameplay loop, but the absolute direness of the nonsense that you had to put up with, right? Hitman Blood Money basically looks you in the eye and goes, oh, we're going to be like Hitman 2 Silent Assassin, we're going to be like Hitman Contracts, but we're just going to be a normal fucking video game. None of this bullshit, none of the nonsense. We're just going to be a normal functioning video game. Do you know what I mean? So if there is actually a Hitman game, you should go back and play. It's Hitman Blood Money. This basically fixes every problem with Hitman 2. And I think even the missions, I just like the missions way better. There's like a lot more variety. I feel like you learn Ave Maria. And yeah, even though you're not playing Hitman for the story is just way cooler. It's just way cooler. Because the whole conceit of the game, chat, the whole conceit of the game is these are all flashbacks. The whole game is flashbacks. Hitman is actually dead. Hitman's dead, gamers. I don't know if I can show you from the opening cutscene. He's dead. This is his funeral. You can see it in the background. The whole game is his funeral. So you're just flashing back to articles of like his greatest hits of all time. And then, gamers. And again, bearing in mind, you're not playing Hitman for the story, but I still think the story is like really fucking cool, so I want to talk about it. So spoilers, I suppose. But the gameplay is why you're playing Hitman. The mission variety, the amount of kills you can get. There's you can bring equipment into levels to make it cool. But it has one of the coolest endings, like, ever. Like, I played this as a kid, and I'm just like, fucking love Hitman, guys. I fucking love Hitman. So remember, like I said, the whole game is like flashbacks, right? The whole game is flashbacks, right? Because the whole conceit is Diana. You know Diana, who's your handler? She's your loyal handler at the agency, right? She betrays you and turns in you to this guy, the franchise, right? The franchise. A new rival contract killing city. They wanted to get rid of 47. So Diana...
You've earned my trust.
He's earned his trust, gamers.
Welcome to the franchise. I'm sure we'll find an appropriate role for you in the organization. A woman like yourself is entitled to a very special role.
So I'm thinking, oh, I can't believe Diana betrayed me. I can't believe Diana betrayed me, gamers. Fucking hell, I really can't believe this happened.
The assassination.
I'll be damned.
If cloning isn't outlawed, we'll all be damned.
Who actually killed him?
That's the most delicious irony of all. He stumbled coming over the compound wall, severed his spinal cord on the rocks. The world's most nefarious assassin died of clumsiness.
Wow, what a clumsiness. My hitman just died to like a bozo rock? There's no way my hitman canonically dies like this. But that's the thing. He doesn't. He doesn't.
How did you confirm his identity?
His DNA includes...
You're giving me all this as an exclusive.
So then, was it Diana? Fucking, I love Diana. Diana's one of my favorite characters in all the video games. Because what does she do? Because obviously Diana still cares about Agent 47, even though she betrayed him, canonically betrayed him, right? So she puts his iconic silver ballers on his chest. The guns that's so iconic that Hitman is known for, right? And then guess what? She gives him a kiss on the lips. And then she walks away, oh so sad, right? And that's it, that's the end of the game, gamers. That's the end of the game. The credits roll. But you were alive the whole time! Yeah, baby! And the final mission is you killing everyone that attended your funeral! Oh shit! I have to kill all of you motherfuckers! The whole game! I've been stealthy! I've been cool! I've been silent assassin! But I get to kill all of you fuckers! You are praying for my downfall! And you're also dead too, you fucking foreign ass bitch! Hey, Mr. Fucker in the wheelchair! Fuck you! Hey! Handicap this cap in your ass, bitch! Fuck you! Yeah! And you're probably thinking, how did they get? How were they fooled? Like, surely they did like a thing, right? They did. Your heart was stopped. You're dead. You were like actually like dead. You're dead. You're finished. But I don't know if you guys saw, but Diana was fucking around with like Diana actually gave you a serum that would like essentially kill you. But the antidote was the lipstick. So when she gave you a kiss, she brought you back to life to have one of the coolest end credit scene on planet Earth. And you get to run and chase after everyone in the white suit. One of the coolest endings. And look at them gamers, they're banging to death. No, let me out of here. Let me out of here. Fuck you, ho. Oh, and also the game doesn't let you just kill the main guy and leave. Just like every other mission in the game. You have to murder everyone. And why wouldn't you? They were there for your downfall. So it's got one of the coolest endings in all of video games. And I love Hitman Blood Money for that. It's so fucking cool, man. And then on top of that, gamers, it's got one, on top of having one of the coolest endings, it's got one of my favorite glitches in all the video games. I got to show you. I got to show you, gamers. I got to show you. Easily one of my favorite glitches in all the video games. Here we go. So I need to. Oh shit! Hang on. I need to close the screen. I don't want you guys to see the title. The title's gonna spoil it for you. So obviously this is the end. It's the same ending. It's the same ending, right? The damned wheelchair. Okay, the title doesn't really spoil it too much, thankfully. Here we go, gamers. So this is the wheelchair guy. The wheelchair guy runs away to pick up a weapon. So if you don't kill him early, he ends up getting a pistol and tries to kill you, right? So you're thinking, your stairs are your weakness. I could just go down the stairs and you can't find me. You can't find me if I go down the stairs. So he's stuck up here the whole time, chat, if you go down the stairs. And you can just keep him looping and keep him shooting and keep him looping, right? Except, that's not actually how it works. Yes, gamers. If he touches the stairs, he just dies. He literally just topples over and dies. He doesn't tumble down the stairs. He just, that's it, he's dead. Oh, he can tumble down the stairs. Okay, I've never seen that happen before, personally. I've always seen this version of the glitch where he just stays up here. You know what I mean? I've never actually seen him tumble. I didn't know he could actually tumble. But yeah, he just does that. That's what it's supposed to happen. But obviously the glitch is he stays on top of the stairs, doesn't he? So all I'm saying, chat, is Hitman, if you've, well, I would say play the modern trilogy. It's probably a bit more refined. But I would say this game is like, what, $1 on Steam. If you want for the love of God, I fucking love Hitman, chat. The consistency of stealth and like disguises. The gameplay loop of Hitman is one that if you really sink your teeth into, you really want to sink your teeth into it, it is one of the most compelling series ever made. It really fucking is. Do you like Absolution? I like it, but I don't love it, okay? I like it, but I don't love it. It was very much Absolution was just a bit of a sad case, but we'll talk about that some other time. But either way, Blood Money is such a fucking cool game, man. You guys need to play this. So when I tell you, chat, this is actually such a close call between Blood Money, Smooth Moves, and Tetris DS. I'm looking in your eye and telling you, I'm just flipping a coin right now, chat. I'm literally gonna flip. You can flip a coin and get me to pick any of them because I fucking love all three of these games with all my heart, man. I love these so much. I could put all three of them there, but I have to pick one. Gamers. Is this the one with the lobster that doesn't have an IM description? I actually don't know. If this is the one. I don't remember the lobster. Honestly, wheel. I'm just gonna go with my gut. Honestly. If I had to pick one right now, if you're asking me one now, Misty, which one did you have to? I think it has to be Hitman Blood Money. I think it has to be. It could be literally any one of those three gamers. But right now, if you're asking me, I'm gonna go with Hitman Blood Money. This game is like, do you know what? Not only is this like so cool a game, but like, remember guys, I played Hitman 2 as a kid, and I loved it, but I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it because of how glitchy it was, right? So me playing a version of a game that fixed everything wrong with the past version and having such a cool end. Come on, man. It had to be Hitman Blood Money. It had to be Hitman Blood Money. I fucking love Hitman Blood Money so much. It's such a cool game. And if you really want to sink yourself into the immersive world of like the Hitman gameplay loop, 100% give this game a try. 100%. And so let's go on to what are we on? Oh, gamers. Oh my God. Oh, this is going to be like the longest stream I've ever done, chat. Holy shit. The VOD is going to be like 10 hours long, chat. It's going to be like 10 hours long, man. Because I got to go work now. It's 4:30 already. I've been yapping for fucking 3 hours, apparently, according to OBS. Good grief. Like, I got to go work, chat. Sorry about that. I got to go work. Oh, man. So we're going to pick... This is probably going to be an all-weekend affair, chat. This is going to be an all-weekend affair. Because I'm just yapping about my favorite video games ever made, and I love it. I'm having so much fun. Whoever's editing, no one's editing this. No one's editing this. I can't pay an editor enough to deal with all this. Okay. When I'm editing, I'm gonna like really cut it down. I'm gonna cut it between like every year. I'm essentially gonna just cut it to the 2 games I talked about the most. That's probably what I want to do. Or maybe in this case, maybe the 3. You know. So yeah, we'll leave it there. Let's have a look at what 2007 does. Hold. What's up, Luke? How you doing? Let's have a look at 2007 real quick before we go. Chat, what do you want from me? Actually, what the fuck do you want from me, bro? I'm actually in tears, chat. What the fuck do you want from me? And even if you scroll down... What do you want from me? Guys, what the fuck do you want from me? Like, actually, what do you want from me? I'm gonna ask you. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? And I can't do it anymore, guys. I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't take this shit no more, man. I can't take it, gamers. I can't take it. I can't take it, man. And bear in mind, chat, some of these games I haven't even played. I haven't played some of these games, man. I haven't played some of these games. And you're telling me that's the nonsense we're dealing with? I guess worst of it, I'm not... Mr. Layton. Now, bearing in mind, chat, you could spend an entire video just on this year. I want to be clear. You can spend an entire video on just this year. And if I played all the video games this year, I'm almost certain I could. And bearing in mind, chat, when we're talking about games I've played... Portal, Galaxy, Bioshock, Modern Warfare, Uncharted, Strikers Charged. And that's just the games I've played, gamers. And that's just the games I've played. Oh, Super Paper, and what was it? Someone said, Explorers of Time? I'm more of Explorers of Sky, I guess. Guy? Oh my god, the original Crisis. The original fucking Crisis, bro. Oh my god. Mario Party 8 as well, Auntie. Oh my... And then on top of that, we got Super Paper Mario, Crisis, Mario Party 8, and DS. My 2 Mario Party games. I have to end it here, gamers. I have to end it here. Unfortunately, I've not played Metroid Prime 3, unfortunately. I played 1 and 2, but I didn't play 3. I've yet to play it. I'm saving that for when I really want to play Metroid. I'm not going to go back on that when I played 4. But, like, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say, gamers. We'll have to save this for next stream. 30-hour VOD, baby. 30-hour VOD. This is going to stretch into the weekend, gamers. It's going to stretch into the weekend. It has to be. It has to be. I'll take a quick look at your list, though, before we leave. And then Sonic shits the bed with secret. Real! Actually real! Let's have a look. Let's have a quick look at some of your lists. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. For every year I've been alive. Fucking 2005, man. Get out of here. Mother 3, Galaxy, Wario Land, Mario. Oh my god. Bing, bing, woohoo! Bing, bing, woohoo! Listen, all fair. Listen, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. We got the best Bing, bing, woohoo ever made. BIS, Galaxy, Galaxy 2. Justified Bing, bing, woohoos. Partners in Time's a bit like... But the others, I'm like, you're not fair. Tropical Freeze, I'm like, you're not fair. Wario, Shake It, Undertale, fucking Hollow Knight, Celeste, Bug Fatal Mori, Dread. Hell yeah. You can tell I grew up with Nintendo consoles. Yeah, I'm so thankful I grew up with a PS1, PS2 as well, and a PS3. Starry Seal? My favorite runner-up games per year? 2002. Oh, runner-up games. So this is the... Oh my god, Portal 2's a runner-up. No, not Portal 2. Not Portal 2, gamers. What have we got? Mario Kart World, yeah? Shit, okay. Okay. Realize, 05 to 07, 2017 was some of the best years in gaming. It really was, honestly. Metroid Prime, Silk Song, that's a good shout. That's a good shout. Bacon, what's Bacon got for us? Legends Arceus, yeah? Balatro? God, alright. Mario Kart 8, just base Mario Kart 8, yeah? Peggle, I fuck with the Peggle pick. I fuck with the Peggle pick. Kiddiger's up. If you're younger than Pokemon Emerald, you're not allowed. Luke, you're old now. Luke, you're old. Old man Luke. Luke, you're old. Luke, I'm old now, alright? I'm always been old. Look, hang on. Favorite games each year I was living. 2008, Luke. 2008. Doesn't it make you feel unk, Luke? Doesn't it make you feel unk? Luke used to like literally go, oh, Musty, 1990 and? Musty, you're so old. I'm a 2000s baby. Look at you, bro. You said 2005 and I assumed they're young. They're 20. Nah, they're old. They're 2008. We got 2008 babies here, bro. You're old, Luke. You're unk. You're unk, Luke. You're unk. You're unk status. 100%. I think 25. He's 24, 25, chat. He's unk. He's 100% unk, all right? With Danganronpa. I see Danganronpa. Plants vs. Zombies. Shit, okay. Some out there shouts. Matthew Smart. 25. Uncle, the unction. You're invited to the unction, little bro. Okay, you're invited to the unction. Okay, you put air, bro. You can't put Air Riders is not out yet, Matthew. You can't do that. I'm just in gaming tier list, by the way. You can't do that, guys. You can't do that. Balatro. Game Watch Gallery. Shit. All right. Mario Party 2, Mario Party 3, Super Monkey Ball, SSX 3, Kingdom Hearts, Galaxy, Platinum. Good shout. Hey, Matthew. Hey, is that Matthew my goat, yeah? Pac-Man. Championship edition 2. Yeah. Yes, let's go. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I love seeing the deep cuts on the list. Like, it's not a different thing, but like, I just like seeing someone have like a uniquely deep cut, you know? Like Galaxy's fine, Party's, you know, I like it. But like, it really showcases your personality. Do you know what I mean? When I see like a deep cut you wouldn't expect, I'm like, that's your favorite game of the year? You know what I mean? Like, even I have some, like, if we look at a Viking list, like, look at this. Look at my list, you know what I mean? Like, we're getting fucking into the scrimbly zone now, you know what I mean? This is like my list so far. I think I'm pretty happy with this. I'll be real with you. I'm pretty happy with my list so far. I like it, and I'm liking these lists too. Ba 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 da 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 ba da ba ba ba. Let me scroll down to the bottom real quick. All right, guys, I have to be quick because I do have to go to work. Party 8, Mario Party 8. Oh, this is Minecraft. Oh, this is Minecraft. I've got nothing for two. Oh, hang on. Pause the music. Stop everything. I've got nothing for 2022. Yeah. Gamers. I might have to little bro potato. I like you, potato. I might have to little bro you. Let's have a look, gamers. We're gonna VAR check this. Oh no.
What about that? Send him off! Send the drifting gate off! Get him off the field! That was diabolical! Get him off the field! That's just typical what it is! Get him walking!
Fucking neon white. Go play in it. Go play neon white. Go fucking play neon white right now. Go fucking play. Go play Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe right now. You need to play Forgotten Land now. You need to play God of War Ragnarok now. You need to play Elden Ring now. You need to play Legends of Arceus now. You need to play Stray now. You need to play Cuphead the Delicious Last Course now. Nothing. That's unbelievable. But oh man, unbelievable. Nothing. Look at the games, man. Oh, 2000 is gonna be so hard, chat. But we'll leave it there. God, this is so much fun. God, this is fun. This is so much fun. I will do a stream later today, chat, because I want to do the Sonic Racing Crossworlds. Has a festival. We'll do some Sonic Racing Crossworlds later, chat. Okay. Late stream tonight. I'll be back tonight, gamers. I'll be here tonight with some chicanery, okay? Double stream, okay? Double stream. Doubled up on a musty Friday, okay? I'll be back later, okay? I've been ignored. Ignored what? What happened? What's ignored? I gotta go. What time is it? I gotta leave. I literally gotta leave right now. I'm gonna be late. I'm actually gonna be late. I gotta pack my work bag. I gotta go. I was just kind of interested in gaming in 2000s. Oh. If I can summon the Holy Prosecutor Warrior, listen, Prosecutor Warrior, if you could make me an end screen as well, that'd be kind of sick, okay? If you can make me an end screen, please, Habibi, please end the while I'm listen, guys, if you haven't seen the start, look at this, gamers. Look at this. Look what we got. Look what we got, gamers. I animated the Luigi's Mansion 3 title screen using wallpaper engine to give it like a blurry effect. How cool am I, right, gamers? How cool is that, huh? I need something I can do with it, okay? I need something's got to give, okay? Something's got to give, gamers. It's got to give. All right, I'll see you guys in the next one. I'll see you guys soon, okay? I'll see you guys soon, all right? Goodbye.